Welcome everyone to episode 9 of What We Watch, where weekly we dive into a movie and break it down from start to finish. This week we're going back to superhero genre, a Wesley Snipes classic. The name of the movie, if you guys haven't guessed it, it is Blade. Um, this movie was made in 1998, with Marvel only having Howard the Duck as a theatrical release up to that point. Um Blade, even though it wasn't critically acclaimed or it didn't have much success with critics, it came in storming out of the box office with mixed results, but as a financial success for Marvel and New Line Cinema. This now classic serves as a way to get vampires to be seen more than just by more than just by the classic types of novels that were written about vampires and their other than Dracula. In many ways, Dracula was written, but other than that, most of the vampires were either like romance novels or the women who fell in love with vampires and vice versa. And this was actually a different take on vampires. Also, to great success of the writer, which we'll get into it a little bit more. This took superheroes in a completely different direction than what was Batman and Robin, which was released either prior to it or a couple of months before. Um, so this was a completely different Blade from the comics, also, which we'll talk a little bit about it. Oli, ¿cómo andamos? We will talk a lot. Si vamos a hablar un poquito más de las diferencias de este Blade a las comics, so we can just get that out of the way and then we'll just go straight into the movies. Porque si no nos vamos a poner todos a que, oh, pues qué es la diferencia entre Blade de la película y aquí, por qué sí, por qué no. Y no se trata de eso, se trata solamente de hablar de la película de Blade del 1998. With this being said, ladies and gentlemen, ayúdenme a darle la bienvenida al co-host, a Lorenzo. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for having me once again, guys. It's good to be back to see you guys here. Join us here. And if I can add, I honestly believe this is the first black superhero movie. And not so much Black Panther. Not to knock down Black Panther, but I believe Blade did put Marvel and black superheroes on, like on the big screen for the first time. That was big.
Can you check if it looks blurry on yours? Or is it between?
Yeah, I think it might be your phone, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because mine's looking good. But yeah.
Pero sí, güey. Well, about that, actually, because there is a little bit of history between Wesley Snipes, New Line, Marvel, and Black Panther before Blade.
Oh,
No joke. Yeah.
oh shoot.
So, before we get into anything else, hold on. I'm just making sure that it's not. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I think you might have your volume up as well.
Yeah, I already
Okay,
searched it.
gotcha.
Okay. Just a little bit about this. Some facts about this movie. Wesley Snipes wanted to play Black Panther, or he wanted to get the movie greenlit, Black Panther, before he was into Blade.
Really?
Yep.
That is a shock.
Yeah. So Wesley Snipes actually wanted Black Panther. Blade, New Line wanted. The first choice was LL Cool J to be Blade, but it was gonna be a spoof of a vampire movie, more like a comedy type.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, because I was like, I don't think LL Cool J would have been a good cast for like the seriousness of this Blade.
yeah, so the way it worked out was Wesley Snipes wanted to do a Black Panther movie before any Blade movie, right? I don't remember who were the what was gonna be the distributor or the not the
Producer,
distributor, but the damn it, what's it called? Where they make the movies with
producer,
the
director.
producers, yeah, the company that was gonna produce the movie. They didn't know. I didn't. They still didn't know, but they just wanted to get a. He just wanted to get a green lit movie for Black Panther. Right. This was in 1992.
Yeah.
Um. Then in 1994, they started working on getting the rights for, or New Line started starting to work on getting the rights for Blade to make a movie. But it was gonna be your like a comedy type movie, like a spoof of other vampire movies, like kind of like a scary movie for scary movies. Like it was gonna be Blade, but for vampire movies. So it was gonna be that type of movie. But uh, when I think his name is David Goyer, or I know him as Goyer, like the writer of the movie. When he found out that New Cinema was actually interested in creating Blade, he went like he had a script for Blade already. So he went with the director of the movie of the first Blade, and he went to their offices and be like, "Hey, listen to my pitch, that this and that." And he's the one that made all the different changes from Blade the
The
comic
comic to.
to Blade the character we see on screen.
Hmm.
Um, but before we keep on going, once they found out that it was gonna be a series, once New Line Cinema told them yes, like hey, like we do want to go ahead and go this route with you. New Line Cinema actually wanted Blade to be white.
Mm.
Yeah, they wanted Blade to actually be a white character.
So quick question, just because I don't know the background of
Blade.
yeah, Blade of the comic book.
Okay.
Was Blade black or was he white in
No, Blade's always been black.
okay, so he's always been black.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah,
So I'm
but
glad I got that out of the way.
New Line Cinema wanted him to
To be white.
be white.
Well, I'm glad they went with the black.
Well, and then once they found out, like David Gore's like, no, we're not gonna go with a white Blade. They wanted Denzel Washington to be Blade.
Mm.
But for Goyer, it was always Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
So the concept art of Blade was Wesley Snipes as Blade. Like everything that he did was for Wesley Snipes.
Gotcha.
So once Wesley Snipes found out, he's like, yeah, go ahead. Um, Another thing about the movie is this movie was 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, it was 20 minutes longer. But because the first screening did not go well at all, they did major reshoots. They cut 20 minutes and they did the ending scene, the sword fight and all of that stuff. That wasn't part of the movie. Like that was just added after, before like 6 months to 8 months before the release. Yep. And they cut out several dialogues which play out in the second and the third movie specifically. So like there's a lot of things that were left out of this movie that actually they went ahead and worked with that would have had effect for the second and the third movie if you would have known. But at least they were able to figure that out and they made it work. Pero sí, güey, like, esta película debería haber sido por unos 20 minutes longer. Pero like the final scene, because so the reason why they redid the final scene was because the effects weren't up to par to what the movie was. And you even see it during the movie, like there's parts on the los effects. Also.
Yeah, I know.
It's not as bad as fucking Face Off.
I knew it.
It's not as bad as fucking Face Off.
I knew you were gonna come up with that, but yeah, I
Um,
get you.
Pero, sí, güey, like, no. Fuck, güey, I just fucking hate Face Off so much. If for real, güey, hablo de Face Off, güey, se me hace blank la fucking mind, güey. Bueno, pero sí, like, cortaron several dialogue, güey. Now, Goyer, who is the writer of the script, convinced New Line of this vision of Blade. Goyer switched it out from the character from the comics. Unlike the comics, Blade in the comics, Blade couldn't become a vampire. Way he was immune to it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so long story short, he was immune to it. He didn't have the super speed or the power of like the vampires. He would just hunt them until Doctor Morbius, like which yeah, acaba de salir una movie. Alright, so ese güey lo mordió, güey, y ya le dio los poderes y eso. Like el speed, la strength y eso. Pero antes no. Antes
Wait,
usaba two.
So Morbius is tied in with Blade?
Yeah, actually, fun fact about this movie: the alternate ending of this movie is Morbius. So at the ending of the movie, we're already jumping right, but at the end of the movie, estos güeyes are like on top of New York, and then on a far away you see Morbius, and his hair flying. Yeah, which Morbius would have been played by the director of the movie.
Wow, that is cool.
Yeah. But that story, because of this Blade, is no longer canon.
Yeah.
Because the comics, because of how good this Blade was, the comics switched Blade to be more like the movie.
More like the movie.
So in the Tomb of Dracula, number 8, which is where Morbius bites, I'm a fucking nerd. Where
No shit. I'm astounded, but
so
hey,
where
it's pretty cool.
yeah, where Morbius bites Blade, that is no longer the true story of Blade.
But that was the original.
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah, like in the
like
70s,
scripts.
I think, or 80s, some shit like
Wow, that is one thing that is crazy. Now that I'm getting to know a little bit more of the Marvel universe, on how everything is tied, like every superhero and every villain or whatever, sort of ties in to a different realm, but still the same.
But it's so now there should like these guys. So they're all in the same universe. Okay, which is Earth 616. That's the name of our Earth. Is it? Yeah, Earth 616 is ours. That's our Earth. So any superhero that we are actually watching is happening in our Earth. Like we're part of that Earth. Even though it's not true,
Yeah.
we're part of that Earth. So todos somos parte de este mundo, güey. ¿Okay? Y luego existen universos alternos que no existimos nosotros. Que es otra gente que puede parecerse a nosotros, pero no somos nosotros.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like a parallel universe, but
But there's a bunch of them.
yeah.
Like, and each one of them has like their own superheroes
It's like
that could
what
be.
Doctor Strange was going through when he was jumping
Oh,
with this new one, right?
Yeah, that one's a lot smaller, but yeah, like that.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
and that's why. Well, perfect example is, so imagine that this Blade exists as an alternate universe to what movies we're watching right now. Alright?
Touche. Okay.
So let's say that this Blade does exist in a universe, but it's not our universe, so we don't know about it.
Gotcha.
So then we have all these superheroes, and parallel to them, you can have other superheroes in another world, and you don't know anything about them until you make a movie about it, and then you can just be like, "Oh yeah, it's an alternate universe." Y ya, güey.
That's pretty cool. That's an interesting take on it.
So yeah, that's why you have people like Kitty Pryde who can travel universes, and they can put the characters together. So like you can have a crossover from that blade to, or let's say with the new blade that's coming out with Mahershala Ali. The
There's
guy,
actually a new Blade coming out.
yeah, with Mahershala Ali. You know who Mahershala Ali is? The guy from Moonlight. No, nada.
Can't say that I do. No, no, no. Does it's
Es
not ringing
alto
any
way.
bells?
Did you watch Nick Cage? Luke Cage. Nick Cage. Luke Cage. Marvel show on Netflix. No. Okay. Well, anyways.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's a badass actor. But anyways, yeah, there's a new Blade coming out. But let's say like Kitty Pryde is a character that can travel through universes, or Doctor Strange. Let's say Doctor Strange travels through a universe with the new Blade to this universe, and then they'll call that world, I don't know, 512.
Yeah.
And then you go to World 512, and then there's another Blade, but they're different. El otro Blade es bueno o es malo, y este güey es bueno o es malo. A lo mejor el otro güey no es un vampire, este güey sí es vampire. A lo mejor el otro güey es blanco, este güey es negro.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Pero those are like parallel universes, and in the comics, we like there's a universe for everything. So like, let's say they want to do a one shot, like of a character that's not part of this universe, they'll just make a one shot of that character, and it's not canon. No existe, güey.
Gotcha.
Pero yeah, so basically that's how it works. So for the movies, each like Disney that has one, Sony that has Spider-Man, anything that came out first on a Spider-Man comic, belongs to Spider-Man, belongs to Sony. Anything else that came out first to these guys is Disney. And now also Disney has X-Men, Fantastic Four, Blade, Knight Rider. So anything that's part of their universe,
Disney took over Blade as well.
yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. I know about these, Marvel on Disney Plus, but I did not know that they had Blade. Then why don't they have Blade on Disney Plus? Is it just because it's not too
Because
child
it's not their
appropriate?
right. No, it's not their. They don't have the rights for the movie.
Oh, I thought you were just saying
They
that
have the
did.
rights now, but they don't have the rights to distribute the movies.
Ah,
Like the same thing as Hulk. Why do you think we don't have a Hulk movie? Because the distributors of Hulk is another company. So yeah, Marvel can literally make the movie, but the ones that are gonna distribute it and get the money is gonna be a different.
gotcha.
So until all the rights, for like Blade and all of those, until all the rights go back to Disney, like after certain years, like then yeah, they'll get it.
Yeah, after their
Yeah, because I
what do
think
they call
Deadpool's
it?
already there and Logan's already there. Daredevil's already there. Also, Punisher's already there on Disney Plus. The shows you should watch the shows. But anyways,
check them out.
uh, so yeah, so now the comics resemble more this Blade than the Blade it which initially was drawn like. So another thing that this guy changed was the other guy had two daggers, and he switched it to a sword. Now the new Blade also has swords. He doesn't have the two daggers.
Mm.
Yep, those little things like that he switched, which came out to benefit Blade.
Blade.
And we already talked about Morbius that he has a deleted scene at the end of the movie.
Do you know if there's actually like a like that actual deleted scene
Yeah, I already
available
saw
to
it.
watch?
Yeah, you can watch it. Go to YouTube. Put Morbius Blade. Morbius. You know how to spell Morbius?
Mm-hmm.
Blade. That one right there, the top one. And then fast forward a bit, like 20 seconds. You know, you can just click the screen twice in front.
Yeah. Sounded like a minute long. Okay, so I see him up there.
And that was gonna be the ending of the movie.
And this is where Morbius is gonna come and bite him, or is it just
No, that's the
Morbius still
ending
in
of
the
the movie.
background?
Yeah, it's in the background.
Okay. Oh, I see.
That was gonna be the ending of part one, going into part two.
So I'm guessing he was gonna be another Frost, like another one, like another big dude that he was following.
Well, yeah, because so at the end of that film, well, we'll get to it till the end, right? But yeah, like it gets to the point on that part. It would have been Morbius to him, but he wouldn't need to bite him because he's already a vampire. So
Gotcha.
that's another thing that he switched here. Like here, he's already a vampire. In the comics, he wasn't a vampire.
Mm. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Like
Gotcha.
now he's a daywalker, and in the movie, no way.
And the movie, which one?
I mean, en la movie es un daywalker,
Mm-hmm.
pero en los comics no.
Oh, okay.
So let's go with the cast. Man, we haven't even started with the
Yeah, I
fucking
know.
cast. So Wesley Snipes as Eric Brooks or Blade, a half vampire daywalker who hunts vampires. Blade is highly skilled in martial arts and always equips himself with the vampire killing weapons. Stephen Dorff as Deacon Frost, an upstart vampire with great ambition and influence. He emerges as Blade's primary enemy and also wants to conquer the human race. Chris Christopherson as Abraham Whistler, Blade's mentor, father figure, and weaponsmith. And Bush Wright as Dr. Karen Jensen.
Jansen.
No, it's son at the end. Jensen, like daughter of
Mm-hmm.
Jen
Mm-hmm.
or son of Jen.
Jansen.
Jensen, a hematologist who is bitten by a vampire. She stays with Blade to remain safe while she finds a cure for herself and eventually becomes his partner in fighting Deacon Frost Party. Uh, Donald Logue as Quinn, a cocky minion of Frost capable of surviving wounds that kill lesser vampires. Udo Kier as Gitano Dragonetti, a vampire elder. Tracy Lords as Raquel, a seductive vampire who leads a man to the blood rave. Arlie Jover as Mercury, a fleet-footed vampire and frost lover. Kevin Patrick Walsh as Officer Krieger, a familiar or human servant of Frost. Tim Guinea as Dr. Curtis Webb, Karen's ex-boyfriend who is killed by Quinn and later becomes a zombie-like creature. Sana Lathan as Vanessa Brooks, Blade's mother, who has become a vampire. Eric Edwards as Pro, the fat
Mm-hmm.
guy. And additionally, Stephen Norrington portrayed Michael Morbius as a deleted scene.
Oh.
Favorite character?
Ooh. You know I'm gonna go with Blade.
Blade?
Blade or Whistler. I mean, they're both just fucking phenomenal in it. Um, not to take away from any of the other actors, it's just since it's mainly focused on them. I love that dynamic bond they both have. Whistler, seeing him as somewhat of a son, and Blade, even though he says it's just he makes the weapons and I use them. Deep down you can tell like he sees him as a father figure. So I do enjoy both of their roles in this movie and the dynamic that they have.
My favorite character of the movie is not even a main character. He's like I guess the assistant of the operation of Frost.
Oh, the cop.
No, no, no. El güerito que siempre queman y le mochan los brazos.
Yeah. Yes, pobrecito. Yeah.
Yo, he's my favorite character. Güey. Like,
He's actually one of my favorite actors.
I don't know where he acts or what he does.
I know he's done a few other movies. And every movie that I've seen him in, like I think he was in, if I'm not mistaken, he was in Nicolas Cage's.
Do not fucking tell me Face Off, way, because I'm
No,
gonna
not Face
fucking.
Off.
Do not fucking.
Although he might have come out on Face Off, as one of the thugs in the background. But no, I was talking about Nicolas Cage's Knight Rider, or what's it called? The Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. Yeah, I think he's like he's a backup guy, like his manager for being the stuntman or whatever. I
Okay,
think that's what he.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
that's
recall,
I
but
think that's where I seen him play.
I fucking enjoy the fuck out of him. Like it made me happy watching him on screen. It was funny. Like
Yeah,
maybe it wasn't what the movie needed, but to me, like is
yeah, it was cool.
everything that I wanted. Like he was doing good. Like I fucking loved it. Like I love the way he was portrayed because whenever the movie was getting too serious for the movie, like he made it come back to what it was.
Yeah,
You know? Because this is not a movie you can actually take too serious. And sometimes it felt like the movie wanted to take itself serious. And then like he would come up and he's like, okay, yeah, this is a movie I want to see. So yeah, I fucking love the fuck out of that movie. Oh shit. Uh, but yeah. I fucking love that character, man. Like that was, there's nothing. I get it. He's stupid. Like I get it. He's not a minion because he's in charge of the fleet. I guess you could say. But how can I say it? Wait.
just like I guess like a fanboy, like a
No. Like oh my god. There's actually a fucking. Es el patiño, güey, del. Haz de cuenta, like he sets up the main guy so the main guy can look good. Like he sets up, like let's say the movie. How can I put it to you, güey?
he's Robin to his Batman.
No, güey. Like, so el patiño, güey, es el que te hace set up los chistes para que tú los acabes. Like, he's the one that you make fun of him in order for you to look good. You use him in order for you to look good.
Gotcha.
He portrays that so well in this movie.
He does.
And there is not a lot of characters that can do that right. There's not a lot of written characters that can do that right. Like, he sets himself up so his boss can look mean. Or so his friend or whatever. So Frost could look more menacing. You know? Like he portrays himself as the person who, oh, I'm gonna take care of it, like, oh, the boss wants this, or like he believes so much in his boss that that every time he fucks up, like you're like, oh man, like again, like you know, like fuck, bro, like what, like don't you get it? Like you're not that good, like. Pero it makes his boss look a lot better because he's always getting after him and tell him like, this is what I want, this is what I need from you. Like he pulls them together. Like it even grounds the bad guy to feel like este way sí es malo, pero he cares for his people. Because how many times didn't he send them out to do the job? Like, okay, I'm gonna trust you this time. Now I'm gonna trust you again. Like, can we get the job done right? Like, you know, like how many chances you want, bro? You just want them killed. Like, you get me? And I think that is one thing that more movies need that of.
I agree.
Like he did the perfect job of the minions for Gru, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can sort of compare it to that.
Yeah, like that would be like the quickest thing out of the top of my head. Out of the movies that we've watched, I think right now, he portrays that second part a lot better than what we've seen. Like even the usual suspects. Like because in the usual suspects we get the narrator or we get what's his name? The limp?
Casey.
Yeah, we get the limp.
Spacey.
And he's saying everything from the story way. Pero like the secondary characters aren't doing anything, you know? Like they're like he's portraying the story. Like the second character, there's nothing out of the second characters that you're like, oh my god, like the second character is actually doing something to drive the story because everything's coming out of the mouth of somebody. So yeah, like I think this second character, like, because he's not even a main character. Like, dude, I don't think I even mentioned him on the cast.
No, I think you did.
Oh, okay.
I think you did.
But
yeah,
like it's just to me, it was just whack. But yeah, so going into the story, you ready?
I'm ready.
I actually kind of did my job this time, guys.
Hey,
So
hooray for Chino.
the story opens in 1967 with a pregnant woman being admitted to a hospital. Severely bleeding from the neck, paramedics think she was attacked by some type of animal. Doctors perform an emergency C-section, and her baby, a boy, is born alive just as she dies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the opening scene.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
right.
first thing that we see. 30 years later, a young man named Dennis is riding a car with an attractive redhead named Raquel. FYI, her name is Racquel.
Rack
Raquel.
kill.
Yeah. Uh, they are heading into an underground nightclub located oddly in a slaughterhouse somewhere in Los Angeles. After addressing the doorman in Russian, Raquel brings the young man into the club. Did you?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that
Okay.
part.
So you know where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, this man is confused and trying to understand the rules of the club. Some of the regulars indifferently push him aside, saying he needs a drink. The sprinkler suddenly system act. Oh, he's like jumping around and they keep on pushing him off, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Yeah. He's just like, what? Like, none of the girls are liking me. What's going on? Like, no one's digging me. No one's. Yeah, I get
like
you.
everybody's dancing on their own or whatever, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the sprinkler the sprinkler system suddenly activates, and it starts raining or pouring blood. I guess you would say. But it's weird because like everybody's enjoying it, and he's like, "What the fuck?" like,
Yeah.
like it's one of those parties like, "Ay, no debo estar aquí."
Some weird, creepy shit's about to go down. Mm-hmm.
um, so it starts raining blood down everyone, on everyone in sight. It is then that he and we as the audience realize that everyone in the club is vampires. We start seeing the fangs coming out. I didn't know so many fucking vampires lived or existed in the world. Pero son un chingamadral, güey.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, now the line where they're like, you need a drink makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about an actual alcoholic drink. They're talking about blood.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they didn't fuck around with him because he wasn't one of them.
Yeah. He was like an outsider. He was a
Yeah.
normal human being.
Yeah.
Although, you know what? Out of all the vampire clubs scenes that I have ever seen in any other movie, closest that I can compare it to would probably be like Dawn After Dusk or Dawn of the Dusk.
Done.
Dusk Till Dawn. Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, well, actually, um, fuck, I was gonna say, wait. No mames. No. So actually, those, this, I don't know when that movie came out, but the writer actually made Blade more into that type of vampire way. Like more like into like something more like Just Till Dawn and
Dusk
another
Till
fucking
Dawn.
movie.
Mhm.
Than to the vampires from his era. Like the ones
Dracula.
that, yeah, and all of that.
Mhm.
Like he made it more
Bram
into
Stoker's.
yeah,
Dracula
he
stuff.
made it more into like he wanted
He wanted a modern approach to it.
no way he wanted to oh my god, what the fuck was the word? He wanted to de basically he wanted to give them like a solidarity that hey, vampires are not to be fucked around with. Like you don't want to get close to vampires. Like he wanted to put that you wanted to put some type of like, hey, if a vampire comes near you, like you better take them serious. Like vampires aren't a joke. Vampires aren't funny. Like like vampires are something to be scared of.
Yeah.
He wanted to give that culture change to the vampires to what was oddly coming up as a vampire.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because you have that stupid Dracula movie with I think it's Brad Pitt or who is it?
Oh yeah, Brad Pitt and Kristen Dunst, and
Yeah, and it was like fucking lovey dovey.
yeah, Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah. So like you have a lot of like those little silly vampire movies, and he's like, this is not that type of vampire.
Yeah,
Like that's why the LL Cool J and Funny type of movie because they wanted to make fun of all those type of vampires, but they wanted the movie to be a comedy.
yeah,
And this guy's like, no, like you have an actual killer here, you have an assassin, like you have a badass, a badass character, and like this is the way, like you're not gonna portray him like that, portray him like this.
gotcha.
Mm, I shouldn't have eaten that. So Dennis desperately tries to get away and winds up at the feet and menacing figure of a black leather trench coat.
Enter Blade.
The vampires look and figure with awe, mumbling the words, "It's the Daywalker." There's our first look at Blade, the vampire killer. Blade pulls out a shotgun and opens a fire on the vampires, who instantly burn to ashes when killed. Now, that's another thing. The graphics aren't great. It's 1998. The graphics aren't great.
Of course. They were great for the time.
Well, other than that way,
Because we didn't have these very well.
yeah. No, sí. Pero a lo que me refiero es,
O sea, ¿me estás diciendo que en todo este tiempo
hey, Grims.
nunca te hemos pagado, güey?
What it do?
¿Y por qué chingados no me dijiste, güey?
Yeah,
Porque, pues,
it
no
mean
quería
the,
molestarlos, señor.
it mean the, what's it called? It mean whenever they would kill him, way, like it would make sense that they would turn into ash.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Like more than the fucking, güey, puta madre, se me está yendo la palabra, güey, qué pedo.
Yeah,
More than the special effects, güey, like it made sense that they would turn into ash. Like, you know, like they would vaporize with with the bullets, I guess, with the shotgun.
Yeah.
But not knowing, so you gotta think about it this way. I'm 9 years old, güey, or 8 years old, going into 9. So yo no sé qué pedo con los vampiros, güey.
Yeah.
So para mí, because remember, like, la first time que la vi, güey, para mí, güey, it was like, oh wow, vampires actually go through this. Like, you get me?
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like, okay, like, yo ya me metí en el mundo de los vampiros, right? Per se. Because, fun fact, I did not read Blade comics at all before the movie. Like, I knew who existed, pero yo no sabía nada de él, güey.
I bet you freaking freaked out when you read the comic compared to the movie. You're like, this ain't right.
Yeah. So to me, I was introduced to the movie first and then to the comics. What happened?
Hola, ¿qué tal, Anis? Bienvenidos.
Oh shit, I can't see, güey. Hold on. ¿Qué pedo, güey? Estoy bien, güey.
Alanis GMZVQZ. Dice, saludos de Reynosa.
Oh, saludos, Alanis, ¿cómo andamos? Bueno, yo no había leído los cómics. Like, so para mí, güey, cuando a este güey le disparó.
Maldito, el maldito está de vuelta en contra de todo lo hijo puta que me cierraron las puertas.
Sí, güey, se me quedó el pinche. Como les disparaba, güey, se hacían vaporize.
Anaís, ay, perdón.
Ajá, ¿qué onda, Anaís? ¿Cómo andamos?
Ay, bien pendejo.
Qué mamaste, güey.
Güey, a ti se te van las palabras y yo no las leo.
Sí, güey, te dio un puño. Yo no sabía, güey, sobre lo que pasaba, güey. Cuando la primera vez, güey, tenía 8 años, güey, y luego miro a un güey disparándole a alguien y todos los demás se caen, güey, por las otras películas, como la pendeja película de Face Off. Se caían, güey, se disparaban, o había fireworks. Esta no, güey, este güey les disparaba, güey, like, they would vaporize.
Sí.
O sea, hacían ceniza los cabrones, güey, así como que, no te pases, este güey es un chingón, güey. Like, think about it, tengo 8 años, güey.
Sí.
Entonces, mi mentalidad es, ¿qué cabrón le va a querer dar algo a este güey? Se mira malo, güey. Like, yo me lo topo en la calle y yo corro por otro lado, güey. Like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, trae una pinche shotgun, güey, trae pistolas, güey, trae una pinche espada. ¿Quién chingo se le quiere acercar? Pendejos, corran, güey.
Después de todo decir así como de que, hey, este güey es el Daywalker.
Yeah. Corran, pendejos, güey.
Pues, ¿qué has escuchado de este güey? No, pues nos mata a todos. Entonces,
Sí,
¿para qué te
güey.
quedas como pendejo?
Gacho, güey, gacho. Pues este güey empieza a pelear, güey, le empieza a disparar a todo, güey, al pinche DJ a la verga. Güey.
Pues el DJ también comenzó a disparar.
Pues sí, güey.
Ay,
Pero
caray.
también el DJ, güey, ¿qué chingados estás haciendo, güey? Like, cuando bueno, pues Raquel le tumba la pistola, güey, porque empiezan a pelear. Blade uses a set of silver stakes to kill Raquel and more vampires. Hasta el disc jockey. So, yo no entendía por qué, güey, los silver. Porque en ningún otro lado que yo tenía uso de razón, güey, a los vampiros era con silver, güey. Era con cruces y con
Era con
ajo.
cruces, madera
Y ajo.
ajo.
So, esta es la primera vez que estoy
O agua
viendo.
bendita.
Sí, so, los vampiros anteriores, güey, no eran así, güey. Este güey los está matando con silver, güey.
Con plata.
Con plata, güey. Y te quedas así como que, ¿por qué plata, güey?
Sí, es cierto, porque la plata se usaba, pero con los lobos, ¿no?
Yeah,
Se reconocía, pero con los lobos, no con
yeah,
los
no
vampiros.
con los... So, también me quedé así como que, ok, pues este güey está haciendo algo, es un vampiro y yo... A mis 8 años, güey, en corto pensé de que este güey no es las pinches momias del santo, güey, o los vampiros del santo.
Que no mames. Sí, yo sé. Este güey.
No, pero sí me quedé así como que, pues estos vampiros, güey, son un poquito más fuertes porque usas plata, güey, no usas madera, no usas a Jesús en la pinche cruz. Sí, sí, yo ya empecé a hacer 2 más 2 es 4, cabrón. Estos
Sí,
güeyes
a
sí,
huevo.
sí eran un poquito más pesados, ves las patadas, güey. Y estos güeyes sí saben, güey, ¿sí me entienden? Y son un poquito más intelijudos. Like, tienen chompa, pueden pensar, güey, no son güeyes, nomás porque sí. Um, so, de ahí, güey, empiezan a correr todos, güey. Los unos están muertos, otros corren, güey. Oh, sí. And then, en eso aparece my favorite character, Quinn. Uh, pero aparentemente, güey, al principio de la película, ya already find out que este güey se lo ha encontrado otras veces, güey. Porque, like, lo pone en la de esta, güey. En la one, y like, I'm gonna try burning you this time. Because he turns them on fire.
Yeah, he turns them on fire, but I don't think it was him. Oh, well,
Yeah.
you know what? Yes, because he already knew his name, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's like, tell me where Frost is or whatever, whatnot. So he's been, lo ha dejado.
Que la chingada ya le da más lado cómico el pobre.
Yeah, por eso, like, por eso te digo, güey, like, porque me gustó chingos ese güey, es porque todo lo que ya, antes de que la película te dijera, güey, que era un pendejo, en la first scene, güey, te están explicando que este güey no lo ha matado, güey, porque este güey le está ayudando a llegar con el patrón, güey. Like, se lo quema, güey, porque no le da, porque no le dispara, güey. O porque las estacas no, las de plata, güey, how come it doesn't turn them into ashes? Because he's a different type of vampire. Which I'm guessing he's a vampire like him. Half vampire, half human. Because the other ones are probably...
No, pero a mí se me hace que no se morían con la plata al menos que le atravesaran el corazón, ¿no?
I don't think the disc jockey was through the heart.
No. You might be right.
I don't remember. I don't recall exactly,
Yeah.
pero...
Sí, porque los otros vampiros, I think es donde le mete la estaca, like, se lo mete así como
Like,
por el
by the heart?
pecho, sí, por el pecho, por el
Bueno,
corazón.
puede ser, bueno. So, este güey se los pone como que si lo va a crucificar, güey. O, like, to hold them up, actually.
Yo realmente pensé que lo iba a hacer así, crucificarlo, güey.
No.
Sí, no, dije.
Ah,
Qué bueno que no, ¿verdad?
sí. Estuviera bien mamón, güey,
Sí,
que un
no,
vampiro crucifique a otro, güey.
Déjate con pelo largo y la barba y todo el pedo.
Entonces, sí, güey. Bueno, y ya de ahí se te queda, güey, que este güey está buscando a alguien más. ¿Ok? Pero también se te queda, güey, que este güey, como al otro, llegan los policías, güey, y este güey corre. Eso tampoco no es bueno, güey.
Ya.
Eso te queda así como que, pues, ¿qué pedo?
Ah, pues no mames, güey, aunque fuera superhéroe y llegan los pinches chotas, o sea, te van a ver con una espada, chingo de pistolas y...
Pero pues si eres bueno, güey.
Pues sí, güey, pero tú crees que los policías te van a decir, no, ¿sabes qué? Es un vigilante, es un vigilante, oh, it's okay. Anda
Boy,
matando a los buenos.
sí, no, I get you, güey. Pero, you know what, you're right. Sí, sí, sí. No, sí, sí, pero también, güey, no, pero a lo que me refiero es, al primer character que vemos, güey, nosotros no sabemos si es bueno o si es malo.
Sí, correcto.
Solo sabemos que estamos buscando a alguien más, güey.
Yeah.
So, for all intents and purposes, güey, al principio de la película nos topamos un güey súper poderoso, güey, que es malo.
Mm.
Si te pones a pensarlo, güey, puede ser malo, güey. ¿En qué movie también pasa, güey? ¿En qué movie pasa que también the first character we run into is a bad guy? Ya vimos una movie así, güey. Oh, Despicable Me.
Ah, sí, cierto.
Yeah, the first thing that we
Yeah.
run into es
Yeah,
que se...
Gru's the bad guy.
Yeah, ¿por qué? Porque lo primero que
villain.
pasa es, se roban las pirámides y luego vemos al character de Gru, güey. So, para nosotros es el malo. Hasta que en la historia nos explica que no, güey.
Ujú.
So,
Bueno, sí era malo, pero...
no,
Así
sí,
como
güey,
de que
pero
ya
no,
se-
a lo que me refiero es,
Ujú.
de la película, güey,
Sí.
en ese momento es el malo. So, hasta ahí nosotros tenemos pensado que es el malo de la película. Dígame.
Ujú. Sí.
Bueno, pues aquí pasó lo mismo, güey. Este güey corrió porque todo, en all intents and purposes, güey, al otro güey no lo arrestaron.
Ah, bueno, pues es que...
Bueno, aparte que no tenía
Ah.
manos. Pero no lo arrestaron, güey.
Sí, cierto, y era el que andaba cubierto en sangre y todo
Yeah,
el pedo.
yeah.
Y era el único que habían pescado en medio del
Yeah.
el lugar con el otro pelado encendido en llamas. Pero pues a mí se me hace que por también, pues el güey como andaba así como de
No,
que
no, no,
todo
pero al
traumado,
vato,
así
al
como
vato de las manos, güey, al vampiro tampoco, güey.
Pero el vampiro lo embolsaron, güey. Pensaban que estaban muertos.
Ah,
Acuérdate que-
Simón, sí, cierto, sí, cierto.
Sí, espérate, güey.
Ah, bueno, pero el otro güey tampoco no lo metieron a la cárcel.
Sí,
Pero
no.
está bueno, pues a lo mejor por X cosa.
Ujú.
Pero tampoco no te puedes poner a pensar. No
Sí,
nos
no,
dijeron.
no, sí. No te da la oportunidad de pensar.
Sí, so, no te,
Continúa
tampoco
la
no te
película.
dicen si es bueno o es malo, güey. Right? Volvemos a pensar, güey, yo que no había leído nada de Blade, yo no sabía si era bueno o era malo.
Yeah.
Eh, de ahí, güey, pues el güey que se está quemando, pues lo ponen a la verga. De ahí se lo llevan a lo embolsan. Y luego, that's where we meet Karen Jensen, que la verga, güey. Y a su ex, que es el doctor que está
Ah, sí, cierto.
checando la body. Right? Y luego que le dice, hey, check this blood type, o check this blood, que no sé qué, que no sé cuánto. Y like, oh, but we're not going to talk about ourselves, que no sé qué. The first thing that happens. Llegan ahí, güey, y empieza a decirle, hey, you think you still have a chance, que no sé qué, que no sé cuánto.
Yo-
Esa parte no me gustó, güey.
Sí, yo tampoco a mí.
Like, no hizo nada por la película, güey. Aparte, no nada más.
Aparte de dar la historia de
De ellos,
la
güey.
relación, sí.
Que si te pones a pensar, pues al último, bueno, pero sí, güey. Like, ahí, güey, no me importa pa' pura verga, güey, si tenías tu ex o no, güey.
Sí.
Like, en la movie. Hasta ahí. De ahí, güey, este güey se levanta, este güey se levanta, este güey se desembolsa el solo, le muerde al otro güey.
No se desembolsa.
Ah, no, lo desembolsan, vea, para
Sí,
checarlo.
que apenas
Lo van a abrir.
cortando. Ujú.
Y luego, de ahí, este güey se levanta a la verga, muerde al güey. Sí, muerde al güey
Sí,
primero.
Sí, primero. Pues,
Y luego muerde a la chava, ¿no?
ujú.
Sí, muerde a la chava.
Ya, pero ya saliendo.
Ya, sí, ella sí, like, starts running y la muerde. Y es cuando llega Blade otra vez. Y luego, Blade avienta a la vieja, güey, aunque se te su puta madre. Le valió riata, güey.
No, pues. Ya lo encendió en llamas. Ya lo crucificó. Bueno, dice y estuvo a punto de matarlo. O sea, ¿tú crees que no?
No, pero Blade avienta a la chava, güey, como si nada. Like, it's a coincidence que había trash ahí, güey, alcolchonadita. Porque unos 3 pies para adelante, güey, se hubiera muerto a la verga, güey. Like, era el techo, güey.
Yeah. Pero pues Blade ya había visto que lo había mordido.
Sí, sí,
Y
sí.
acuérdate lo que le dice Whistler adelantito de la película. De que, te trajiste... You brought a pet home. Me trajiste una mascota.
Pero, no, pero sí hemos visto que lo había mordido, güey. Pero, güey, la avientas un poquito más para... Like, no lo vamos tan lejos, güey. 2 pies para adelante, güey. Se hubiera dado en la madre, güey. Like, head first, güey.
Sí.
Like, eso estuvo bien pasado de riata, güey. Y luego se le hizo dislocate el arm, like, oh no, man, que se le hizo, y lo hace pop, che culo, güey. Um, uh,
That's the best thing you can do, though. As soon as something gets dislocated, you want it to pop back in.
pues sí, güey. Pero volvemos a lo mismo, güey. We still don't know if
Sí,
he's
bueno
the...
o malo.
Yeah. Porque puedes decir, y del otro güey, que estaba en la body bag, güey, o his reaction is they're gonna try to kill him. So, ¿qué es lo que hace, güey? Muerde a las personas. Like, why? Porque, güey, lo acaba de quemar un güey. Tiene una body bag, güey. Apenas acaba de recapacitar. Vas a recapacitar, güey, con ganas de chingar a las personas que están ahí, güey. ¿Por qué? Porque no saben si te van a matar o no.
Sí, no sabes si están con los mismos o no.
So, hasta ahí, güey. Es otra cosa. ¿Qué le pasó a ese güey?
Brincó hacia la
Así se
ventana
fue, ¿verdad? Sí.
y se cayó.
Ok.
Luego cayó por la ambulancia, de la ambulancia
Sí,
sale
sí,
y
sí.
se va por el callejón.
So, ahí volvemos a lo mismo, güey. Los cops, en vez de perseguir a ese güey también, solamente persiguieron a Blade.
Sí, cierto.
Like, sabiendo que eran dos güeyes, solamente persiguieron a uno, güey. So, también todo lo que, hasta ahorita, toda la movie, güey, los 5 minutos de la movie que llevamos, es
Es el malo.
el malo. Like, todo te está apuntando a que este güey es el malo. So, de ahí, from there, nos vamos a... Blade brings Karen, severely weakened and in shock, to the hideout and asks for help from his mentor, an older man named Whistler. Es la primera vez que nos topamos con el Whistler, güey. What a badass name.
Yeah.
But I never fucking heard him whistle. Nunca chifló, güey. Se llama el chiflador, güey, y nunca chifla, güey. First thing that I noticed was his leg brace.
Yeah.
Like his limp. That's the first thing that I fucking noticed. His limp. It doesn't have anything to do with the story, güey. Pero es lo primero que noté, güey. ¿Qué más noté, güey? Es un blanco cuidando un negro. Usualmente no es así, güey.
Que sí, güey.
No, sí, aquí, no, por eso te digo, like, something that played differently is
Yeah.
there was a white male taking care of a black male, which most of the stories is the other way around.
Yeah.
Falcon, Captain America es un negro cuidando un blanco, güey. Y aquí no, aquí es al revés, güey. El protagonista es un negro y el que lo cuida es un blanco. No estamos hablando de hombres o de personas, estamos hablando solamente de los characters.
Sí, claro.
Yeah. So, sí se me hizo mamalón, güey. Sí se me hizo mamalón que este güey detuviera una puta un blanco. Pero, we know that Wesley Snipes, or Blade is 30 years old.
Yeah.
And what we don't know is the age that he started thirsting for blood. Porque este güey le dijo que lo ayudó de niño, no de bebé, güey.
Ah, sí, cierto.
So, ¿cómo chingados llegó a niño? ¿O hasta qué edad? Because that would have been another badass fucking story, pero pues, ya no se
Sí,
puede.
no,
güey.
pues no se puede.
Pero el que te dieran ese tiempo de él, güey. ¿De qué edad, güey? ¿O cómo creció, güey? Sabiendo de que ocupaba sangre, güey. ¿O qué comía, güey?
Así como en el orfanato, pescándote los perritos ahí en el callejón.
Sí,
¿no?
yeah, like,
O una rata o algo.
Yeah,
O
like
de
así.
repente, hey, se perdió tal niño y
sí,
se
like,
escondió por el callejón o algo.
yeah, so todo eso, güey. You kind of start of getting like, man, like, ¿por qué lo hizo? Like, ¿qué? O no por qué, pero ¿cómo lo hizo, güey? A llegar a 30 años, güey. O a los 10 años, o a los 9, hasta donde lo encontraron, güey.
Yeah.
¿Sí me entiendes? Porque ¿qué tuvo que hacer él, güey? O qué tanto duró como bebé, güey. O a qué edad ya podía correr, güey, ya podía caminar, güey. Porque no es igual que un humano regular.
This is true.
Because he regenerates. Remember, she tells him, well,
And he ages as a regular human being.
yeah.
I'm jumping ahead and I'm thinking in my head like like in the second movie, like Blade 2, where he meets Amanda Whistler's daughter, me pongo a pensar, how did he not know who she was, but knew that Whistler had a daughter?
Yeah.
You know, like...
Yeah, pero eso ya son un
Sí,
poquito
no,
más
ya,
de plot holes.
sí, ya es un poquito
Pero
más.
aquí es qué chingados. ¿Cómo se le encontró a este güey? Like, how did he find them? In what condition did he find them with?
Sí, cierto.
Because we don't see the other vampires eating anything else or getting blood from anything else except from humans.
Yeah.
So, este güey, like, imagine the trauma that he had, güey.
Sí, pues ya, imagínate.
Like, ya, güey, tengo que comerme a otro güey o tengo que sacarle la sangre a otro güey para yo poder
Y desde
vivir.
morro, deja tú.
Yeah.
O dependiendo a qué edad le dio el hambre.
No, because he
como
was
dices.
born like that, güey.
Por eso digo, pero ¿a qué edad le dio el hambre, como dices tú?
Porque si, if we take it into consideration,
Porque ponle, a
el
lo
serum,
mejor, como él avanza a la misma edad como los humanos, ¿qué tal si no le pegó la sed hasta la pubertad?
yeah, like, it's over there. No,
Yeah.
but he said that he found them young and helped them.
Por eso digo, pero pues...
Oh, well,
joven,
yeah, young would be a
joven,
different, yeah.
joven todavía es de
So,
Ay,
imagínate,
pubertad.
bueno, pues sí, güey. Si se lo encontró antes de que tuviera la sed, güey, it makes sense.
Pero sí tienes mucha razón. Tuviera padre la
Like,
historia.
yeah, maybe they can touch it on the new Blade.
Yeah.
Maybe they could touch it on the new Blade.
Watching, pero...
Te estoy dando ideas, Marvel. Te estoy dando ideas, güey. Tómalas. Whistler injects Dr. Jensen with a solution of the garlic essence and silver nitrate and remarks that she has a 50-50 chance of recovering.
Yeah.
Okay. Que aquí sí usan garlic, güey. ¿Ya ves? Pero lo usan como cura, güey. Como...
Güey, pero no mames, a arder esa pinche madre. Yo nunca me he metido nada, pero... A la madre. Imagínate si hasta el ajo así crudo.
A mí me
nada.
cagaba el ajo, güey.
Sí, pues como si fuera cebolla, güey. O sea,
Nah, la cebolla está rica, güey. El pinche ajo sabe de la mierda, güey.
no, pero digo así como de que
He
cebolla
comido,
cruda y así.
he
que-
comido culo, güey. No sabe tan feo como el ajo. Te lo puedo jurar, güey.
Pinche chino, güey.
Te lo puedo jurar, güey. El ajo sabe de la mierda, güey.
Yo me imaginaría que el culo sabría más de la mierda.
No, el ajo está de la chingada, güey.
Ay, chino, cabrón.
Anyways, pero no, deja tú, güey. Lo usan como antidote.
Sí.
Antidote. Like, more than anything else, they use it as antidote.
Yeah.
So, it's something that it's gonna be a 50-50 type of chance of curement, or like, de que la curen, güey. Or curement, that's not even a fucking word. To cure her. But we do see that he kind of cares. Or either he kind of cares, güey, or he's not the person that he played out to be at the beginning. Or from our eyes.
Yeah.
From our eyes. Porque he brought the girl back, like, instead of, like, honestly, yo cuando primero la vi, güey, yo dije, este güey se la va a comer, güey. Like, not literally, like, eat, pero este güey, like, she's already bitten, so he's gonna use her for blood.
Yeah.
But then we find out that the serum that he has lasts 12 hours. Pero, like, he's running out of it porque ya no le está durando más. Like, ya no le está durando las 12 horas.
Anda teniendo que usar doble.
Yeah. So, from there, what happens? Oh, well, yeah, like, este güey la cura, la pone a dormir, ¿no? Se duerme, or it's gonna hurt. or
Sí,
something?
se duerme,
Se duerme.
del ajo y pues la ata, ¿no? O la enjaula, no me acuerdo.
Okay, so while this is going on, a group of vampire. Oh, after this scene, like, we go into the scene of where the purebloods, los que sí son vampiros, like fully vampires, Todos están sentados adentro, güey, and they're
Ah, la
discussing
junta.
en la junta, y están discussing lo que pasó con el ataque de Blade, güey. Y vemos a un chavo afuera, like en la sala, solo.
Frost.
Yeah, well, Frost. We see him outside waiting in the lobby, and then these guys are all inside, like talking about it, like if he's nobody, or like if he doesn't belong. More than a nobody, like se siente como que él no pertenece ahí.
No, pues yo lo vi así como que el niño regañado afuera de la
Como
oficina
los
de la
adultos
directora.
adentro, güey, los niños afuera, güey. Sí, como que, güey, están hablando los adultos, güey, salte a la verga.
Ey.
Um, so see, and they're all talking about Blade's attack.
Yeah.
Apparently, the club is the property of a vampire named Deacon Frost. Frost wants the vampires to outright rule the humans. Oh no, this is the club way. Sorry.
No, porque ya pasamos la escena del club, güey.
No, pero después de eso, güey, se van a otro club, güey. Y es donde se van a un club, o están en un club, güey, y los vampires le están diciendo a Deacon Frost de que un güey los atacó, güey.
Ah, sí, cierto, sí, cierto.
Yeah, los atacó, güey. Y este güey, pues, les empieza a decir de que Frost wants the vampires to outright rule the humans and use them as food source, while others prefer to maintain a peaceful coexistence. Y aquí es donde nos vamos a que Dragonetti, in particular, does not like Frost because Frost is not a pure blood. What a pure blood is he was not born, merely became one through a bite of another.
Ya.
So I don't know how that works though.
O sea, para ser pure blood tienes que nacer de.
No, sí,
de
eso sí,
vampiros,
güey. Pero,
Entonces-
porque los demás que mordieron, güey, se vuelven como en zombies y así, güey?
Me
Y-
supongo de la. de. The dilution of the blood. Like, if you get bit by a pure blood, then you become something like Frost. If you get bit by someone like Frost, you become like his minion. And then as it gets diluted down, en eso me supongo. Sí, ya sé, güey. Son ideas nada más. O sea, no creas que.
Thank you,
conozco
Das Gamer,
mucho
for the
de-
posture check round. No, pero. Nah,
Sí,
but.
ya, madre, pero ahora nos pusiste sillas así que tienen el respaldo y de todos modos estamos acá.
Yeah. No, porque imagínate qué mamada. Ah, pues si te muerde un pinche o un negative, güey, y tu blood es.
No te volviste vampiro, eres zombie.
Y, güey, like. Oh, shit. Sí, pues imagínate, güey, si te dice, oh, you're no negative, oh, well, if you get an AB, like,
Oye, pero no se había hecho así estilo zombie porque le habían inyectado con algo
¿quién?
al novio de la muchacha
No,
esta.
güey.
No, nada más lo
No, no lo
mordieron.
mordieron. So then that's already in the, what is it?
Das Gamer pregunta, what would happen if you get bit by both of them? I don't know, man. They do have like those like
Weird mixture.
orgy bite.
Well, no,
parties.
because we see no zombie like vampires, güey. The only one.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking it was like like they might have injected something into their bloodstream, and then like it must have been some other type of procedure para que ahora esté pasando de tantos pinches vampiros que hay en just in the club alone. Y este güey dice que ya tiene rato de andar buscando like their little coven y al fin dio.
Well, since we already skipped to that part, he tells them some of them turn this way. We don't know why. Yeah.
I mean, we later found out in I think it was like Blade 3.
Whoa. Okay. Fuck.
Sí,
bro.
ya
No.
sé.
Okay. So
We're gonna go completely
in
off topic.
Blade 3, so in this movie, one scene that they cut out es cuando Whistler le explica a la muchacha de lo que es Blade, like how he is and whatever,
Como vino a
whatnot.
ser.
And she tells him like, oh well, like if you harvest them, like what happens if all the humans, like if all the vampires bite the humans? Like, well then what you would have to do is harvest the bodies of the humans, put them in a bag, and feed off of them. Which is what happens in
What
Blade
happens
3.
in 3, yeah. No,
So-
that's 2.
No, that's part 3. That's where Triple H comes out. And Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So that part of the movie was deleted because it was just a long dialogue explaining to you how the trilogy was gonna end. But that was actually in this movie. Te explicaban todo lo que iba a pasar, güey. Also, to your point, what would actually happen in per se the
Which one was it Blade 2 where his dad came out, or the one with the freaking ring? Or is that Blade 3 as well? Because remember, it was like the main vampire, because he actually made the zombies, the one that had the freaking the mouth that would open up 4 ways. It looked like the Predator almost.
that would be 3.
I want to say it was 3, right? That's why I was thinking that the second one was the second one was the one with the Drake with because the second movie is where Whistler's daughter comes out. But whatever. We're going all
Yeah, but yeah,
completely off topic.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, like it would be a fucking dumbass mixture. Well, it would also be what's it called? It would also be a little bit weird because you would have to nominate like which blood type would dominate.
Yeah. Yeah, and zombie vampire sounds like it would suck. You have all the power, but you're stupid as shit.
Facts.
True. It's like a sickly vampire.
Yeah. So the next morning Jensen wakes up and wanders into Blade's chamber. She examines the sophisticated sword he carries and finds out that the handle is a booby trap.
Oh. Hey. The first time he gets his hand cut off.
She then sees Whistler injecting Blade with some type of serum. She tries to run away, but the Whistler confronts her and tells her that he and Blade are hunting vampires. Karen, of course, is skeptical, and Whistler goes on to explain the weapons they use to hunt them. Vampires are severely allergic to silver and garlic. That is one major difference here, that it is from other movies, unless Das Gamer, you have a different type of opinion or fact about this, like if this is actually real. So garlic has been used in other movies or in other types of vampires, but not silver, as I recall.
Yeah.
And they are also vulnerable to sunlight, which this is true.
Yeah.
Or ultraviolet rays in particular. So the purple light or the black light, that hurts them.
Yeah.
Because that's the light that they
That's
use on the fat
ultraviolet.
bitch.
On Pearl.
On Pearl. Yeah. Yeah. So up to there, other than the silver, everything else is pretty common, right?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
I think it's Daz texting me on Messenger.
Oh. So the Whistler fuels up Blade's car and gives him a new UV flashlight to use when hunting that night. Whistler also gives Karen a type of vampire mace, garlic and silver, nitrate in a small spray canister. Which is, ¿qué es lo que le acaba de dar, güey? Isn't that what he injected to her?
The serum?
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I think.
Okay. So that's fucking whack as fuck, though. Okay, if you're not a vampire y te ponen eso, te lo cura. Pero if you're a vampire y le echas eso, explotas.
Yeah. It's because como todavía tienen algo humano, solamente están matando el virus en vez de que el virus ya it's like a parasitic trait, and the parasitic symbiote still hasn't taken over the complete host. If that makes any sense. So until it takes over the complete host, then that's when it causes that explosion. But you know what? No, that's true, because she said she just adds it to the blood, to like a little bit of the blood. I don't know how the fuck that works, but it
So-
works somehow.
No. The reason why I'm asking you is because at the end of the movie, lo usa y explota a la chava, a la girlfriend de.
Estaba allá. Señor, con lágrimas tatuadas en el rostro. Me quería oler los genitales.
Bueno, pero tú te defendiste y no lo dejaste, ¿no?
So that's what I'm telling you. Like, ya lo usaron, güey, y nothing happened. Like it just, I guess it helped her like not become, up to then, not become a full vampire.
Yeah.
Up to where we're at. Like, yeah, she can still survive, right? We could still be human.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we actually continue, guys, let me go ahead and give a big thanks to Lo Rosales HT, who again came up with this badass. Oh, we're almost done with it, but well, I'm almost done with it. Yeah.
I was gonna say we.
They're peach rings, guys, and then she had her special powder. Oh, there you go. There's more there.
Got some more over here as well, guys. I had to put in an order, you know.
So
Thank you, by the way.
she actually has this extra little powder like of her spices, and I added it on top of whatever she already added. Bro, it is fucking legit as fuck. I highly recommend it, guys. Again, these are my favorite candies. These are my go-to candies I actually buy from her, other than what she gives me for the show. I do still buy from her for the reason that I really, really enjoy them. These are my go-to candies whenever I'm at the store, whenever I'm drinking. After I have a big ass meal, I still snack on this shit. Like they are really, really good. I highly recommend them, guys. She does ship. Go ahead and follow her at Lo Rosales HT on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. Their phone number is 956-360-9805. And if you actually follow the link will take you straight to their Facebook and you can order through there. You can actually pay through Cash App, guys. I don't know if she takes any of the
today.
yeah, Lawrence actually just paid today. But she through Cash App would be the fastest way to get there. She'll tell you the prices for shipping or whatnot. Don't ask for anything frozen for shipping, please, guys, because it's not gonna get there fucking frozen.
Of course.
But other than that, guys, go ahead and follow them. It is Lo Rosales HT 956-360-9805. Follow the link, and this is on Facebook, guys. Like I said, it is fucking good. The candies are fucking good, guys. I promise.
And as far as shipping goes, I'm actually about to send these out to someone in Florida. So I will definitely see if I will ask if they get if they have like a super melted consistency, or if you know, like there's nothing really up to it. But I think it should be fine though.
Because I would leave them in my car, as long as the sun doesn't get
Like
them.
directly hit,
Yeah, they stay consistent.
even though they're in the heat.
Yeah,
Even though they're in the heat, as long as
there's
direct
no
sunlight.
sun like hitting
Gotcha.
it. They'll stay direct. Like they'll get a little bit stuck, but they'll be consistent.
yeah, they'll still
Like you
have
can
the-
actually
the
put them
gum
inside your
consistency.
home, put them in the fridge, take them out again, and take them out. Y salen todo, like everything separate.
Yeah.
But that's it. Look, no joke. You can actually tell them with these. Like if you look at the bottom, like they were in the sun once. Not yours.
A little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then
No, pero está rico.
yeah, and like as long as they're not, look, like you can move them around.
Okay, yeah. And by the way, guys, I bought Peach and Mystery. The mystery ones.
If the mysteries have gushers, guys, enjoy them because they run out of those fucking quick. Don't
does it
not
with
get any fucking
gushers?
candy. Yeah, no.
She does them with gushers.
Yeah, there's gushers.
I just might have to put another order. Put this one for me.
But don't forget, guys, it's Loro Salas HT 956-360-9805. Okay, so we're going into, I want to say, the second part of the movie, which is the longest, because the first part is not that long, which we just did. But the second part is fucking long. Like the middle of this movie is not draggy, but it is long. Like the first 20 minutes of the movie is not bad.
Yeah.
Like until you get to the part where we're at. Because right now we just got out of the first fucking rave party. We already met the bad guy, which is Deacon Frost, and how he wants to take over humans. And we already made the whistler. We already found out that this girl had bitten, but she has a chance. So only 4 things happen. From here to the fucking ending of the movie, bro, you get so much shit thrown at you that all of a sudden you're like, man, this movie should have been fucking 2 hours and 40 fucking minutes. Like it just, everything's cramped up. Another thing that I fucking hate about this movie, and I say hate, but it has nothing to do with the acting. It has a lot more to do with the editors of the movie, is how the fuck they cut the movie. Like it looked like a cut and paste type of job. Like they're like, oh, this scene doesn't, like, this scene needs to be here. It's like they fucking cut the scene from something else and they put it somewhere else. What happened?
Y ando sudando de las orejas, güey. Me traes aquí en el horno, güey.
Oh, you can take them off, way.
Yeah.
So Blade drops off Karen at her apartment, and she tries to pack up and get out of town. A police officer, identified himself as Officer Krieger, arrives to question her about the events at the hospital last night as a pretext for trying to attack her. Before he can kill her, Blade returns and subdues the policeman. Blade explains that the officer is a familiar. Also called a Renfield or a bug eater, a human slave owned by a vampire. That's what they're called.
The zombies.
No. This is the cop.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
The one that's in her apartment. If he completes a series of tasks for a vampire, Krieger will be converted. Blade reveals a tattoo called a glyph on the back of the officer's neck and recognizes it as the mark of Deacon Frost. Blade lets Officer Krieger go free in the hopes of tracking him to another vampire club. Blade's hunch pays off, and he and Karen arrive at a new underground club and have a confrontation with Pearl.
Thrall is what they're called in the video games.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, here, are bug eaters or Renfield. Like I was telling Lorenzo, like basically this universe of Blade was all done by the writer of the first two movies, I think. He also wrote the third one, but I think he directed the third one. Because New Line Cinema wanted to take it a completely different way. Like completely different way. So like a lot of the scenes here, whatnot, like later got added to the actual canon story of Blade, because the original story of Blade is no longer canon after this movie. So yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier, but yeah, Thrall. That sounds nice. What are you?
Thrall.
I'm a Thrall.
Because I go through all. No, okay, sorry.
I'm just
I
kidding.
mean, didn't they even eat like the vampires?
What?
Didn't the thralls actually like end up eating vampires as well, because of them being the zombies or whatnot?
No. The Thralls are like Frost.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh no, the Thralls are the ones that work for like Frost. The ones that are not vampires, but they want to be converted into vampires. So they have to do like little tasks, like an initiation, and then they get converted.
Ah,
To mid-
gotcha. They're like the little frat boys that still haven't been initiated.
Yeah. So then from there, once they become initiated, their initiation is actually getting turned into a half blood,
Yeah.
or what are they called? Into
They're
fucking
basically the pledges. The pledges to that specific.
yeah. I just can't remember the name of what the fuck they're called. Not the purebloods, but the other ones. They turn into a half and half. Not a daywalker either, because
Yeah. You're talking about like a frost.
yeah, the frost type.
Yeah. Let's just call it frost types for now.
Which is weird though, if you think about it. Like how you become a daywalker, your mom has to be pregnant and she has to get bitten. Like to what like the way this movie explains it to you is if they
was
bite
the-
the human, you still get burned by the sunlight.
Sunlight.
Like if you want to become a daywalker, you have to have your mom has to have to
That's
be
what I'm
pregnant.
saying. Like, that's why I agree with you. Like that background story to this particular type of blade would freaking just be awesome. Like you could take it many different ways. Like
That's
I
what
said,
she said.
you can go. Well, that's usually what I tell her. You can take it many ways. Oh, who says that sounds like you're talking about Harry Potter. But yeah, I guess.
They're like, because that's the only, because anybody else that turns into a half blood, I guess you would say,
I'm a muggle.
like a pug. No, what's it called?
Hey, don't down Harry Potter now.
No.
Cast a damn spell on your ass.
No, like one, like yeah, because if you turn into a half vampire, half human, like la son como quiera te afecta, güey. Aquí el único que no lo afecta es a Blade.
I played, yeah.
So, a huevo, tu mamá tuvo que estar embarazada para que tú nacieras un Daywalker.
Yeah. That would be one of the recipes, but I think he had been like the like one of a kind. Other than Drake. But that's in a different movie.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, estos güeyes se quedan esperando el pinche carro del policía afuera todo el puto día, güey. And they end up arriving at an underground club. Here we met another one of my favorite characters.
He's like pure bloods and half bloods is the whole movie. And the people that are not wizards do magic called muggles. Mwahaha.
I've only seen one Harry Potter movie. And I think it was called like The Sorcerer's Stone.
Disgrace. You watch Marvel, but you didn't see J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter.
No, I read the books
Okay, I was gonna say at least read the books.
and I passed.
I mean,
They give a
granted, the
shitload.
books are
They get a
lot
shitload of
better.
points, so
Yeah.
I read them and passed the test.
Same way. I read them and I passed the test. I guess you read them for school.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I didn't. Not for school, but
I don't remember shit of them though, because I didn't like them. Like, no, not that I didn't like them, but I just read them in order to.
yeah, just to get a grade.
Yeah. So they actually go to the club, and that's when they meet Pearl, which she looks nothing like a motherfucking Pearl. Oh, then
No,
she
she
just lays
does.
there. Oh, then she just laying there.
She's round and really, really white.
Yeah.
Damn near pale. But yeah.
So.
And it's a
Pearl.
dude, by the way.
What?
Pearl's a dude.
Yeah. It's Eric, I think his
Yeah.
name is. The way they described it, a morbidly obese vampire who works for as a record keeper. Pearl confesses that Deacon Frost is researching ancient vampire prophecies, one in particular involving a ritual and a creature named La Magra. Karen burns Pearl severely with Whistler's giant UV light, and Blade steals part of Pearl's hard drive.
I thought she was reckless with
With the
radio.
yeah. told me.
loved it.
You told me if he moved.
He moved.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I thought that was weird.
Like I like how this movie is not taking itself too serious, and every time it tried to, they did something to bring it back
To
to
bring in a
what.
comic, like
Yeah.
a little comedic scene. Or a comedic line. Not scene per se, but
Relief way.
yeah, a comic relief, yeah. Comical relief.
Yeah, because if you would have, like, think about it. If you actually take those out, this movie would be very serious. Like, would have a very serious tone to the point that I think it would have been boring.
Yeah.
Like, if you take away the guy that keeps on getting let go by Blade in order to find Frost, if you take away those one-liners by Blade, if you take away the one-liner like by her, like if you take away those little things, this movie could have been very, very different.
Yeah. It might not have gotten as many popular or good
It wouldn't. I don't
reviews.
think it would have gotten the cult following that it actually has now.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, because like up to now, which is not like it's an early stage of the movie, like you don't have a lot of action either. Like you had the opening scene, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like you just had the opening scene, and that's it. Like no ha pasado nada que tú digas, oh my god, like this movie's fucking good.
Yeah. Like it's gold.
Yeah, like it's an action packed movie. It is not.
Yeah, it's not.
Like it is not.
Surprisingly so. Because, you had already seen a couple of Wesley Snipes movies, like the one with Van Damme and...
Didn't he do one with Rodman?
Yeah, he did one with Dennis Rodman. Which other one did he do? I think he did one with I want to say it was Schwarzenegger or Stallone as well. The one where he's going back, like back in time or forward in time into the future.
Terminator?
I don't know if it was Terminator. I don't know. I don't think it was Terminator. I think it was I don't know, but yeah, you had already seen a couple of action-packed movies with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah,
And,
so, like I'm surprised how much dialogue and story they gave to the characters here. Like, because we're not really talking about the story.
I mean, I'm glad though they did though, because that's what made the other three movies possible. I mean, the other two movies possible, and gave it that. It was the hook, the line, and the sinker. You know what I mean? Like it was the whole fucking combo, and it just caught the audience. And like I said, I think it being the first black superhero movies, entre quote.
No. That was
made
the first black superhero movie.
Was it?
Yeah, güey. Gracias, Anaís. Sí, güey, era la primera de negro, de persona de tres negra, güey.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first superhero movie. Like, no había nada más, güey.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a quick sec.
¿Qué fue, güey?
I'm getting a DM. They want the link to the
To the show?
yeah.
Oh.
Boom. So it's a good thing I'm getting savvy with these things.
Oh, sí, güey. Ya tienes 32 años, no mames, güey. No sabes usar un puto celular.
Oye.
Pero sí, no, pero sí, güey. Están chuequitos los monitos, güey.
¿Eh?
Están chuequitos los monitos. No, you're good. Pero it's because, güey, es que los he estado viendo, güey. Es que los he estado viendo y, like, I'm trying to figure out si yo soy el que está mal, güey, o son los monitos, pero los monitos están chuecos, güey. Anyway.
You guys don't understand. That's a little creepy for me because you guys are seeing all this on the side, but this is just here. I'm seeing it all over, and the first thing that came to mind when you said the monitos are leaning was ¿Cómo se dice? La de Tales of the Crypt or Tales of the Hood,
Yeah.
donde están los monitos, los negritos. Dije, la madre, ya se they already came to life. Que la y luego son puros villanos y superheroes. Y que no, hombre, todos traen poderes.
No, pero a lo que iba, güey, es, le dieron tanta historia a le dieron su propio, bueno, ok. So, para los que no saben, this is a comic book movie. Like, es de comics, ok. Ya, antes de esta película, este güey ya tenía una historia. Grande o chica, ya tenía una historia.
Sí.
Lo importante es que a este güey, para estas películas, güey, le dieron su propia historia y lo hicieron, güey, de la misma manera en la cual haces tu propio character o tu propio monito, güey, o tu propio superhéroe, como si jamás lo hayas leído antes, como si es la primera vez que lo estás haciendo, güey.
Yeah.
Esta película le dio la historia a este, a este superhéroe, güey, que muchos superhéroes no tienen, güey. Le dieron, lo empezaron, güey, a los 30 años, pero al principio te dieron la historia de él. Like, you get me?
Sí.
Y eso es algo que sí es muy difícil, güey, porque ya tiene una historia. Y aquí en la película, güey, todo lo que ya sabías de él, si sabías algo de él, güey, pues vale chorizo.
Sí.
Porque la historia te lo explicó de otra manera. Like what happens with the Joker, güey. The perfect example. Like with any Joker that you actually watch, güey, each one of the people that write the Joker writes a different types of
Different type
Joker.
of Jokers, yeah.
And it happens the same way in the movies. Every person that not portrays them, but anybody who writes a script for a Joker, way portrays them in a different fucking way.
This is true.
Y para mí eso fue una chulada, güey.
Oh, yeah.
Ahorita que lo veo ya de adulto, güey, yo digo, güey, porque este güey se hizo popular, güey, en este tiempo. Toda su historia cambió, güey, gracias a la película, güey. Because if not, it would have happened like Howard the Duck, güey.
Yeah.
No pasó nada con Howard the Duck.
I mean, you see him in a couple cameos, but
Yeah, pero no es un main character,
Yeah, that's
güey.
not a main character.
No.
That's true.
Y este güey, porque le dieron muy buena historia, güey, pero no lo esperas de una película de ese tiempo con Wesley Snipes.
Con Wesley Snipes.
Like, esperas que sean puro putazo, 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 un abanico en el 3 tirando putazos. Y no, güey. Es demasiada lenta para muchas personas, güey.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. Well, guys, nada. ¿Dónde estábamos, güey? Se fue el rollo. Sí. Blade and Karen. What a fucking name, Karen. Move further into the vampire archives and find the giant pages from the book of Erebus? The Vampire Bible.
Erebus.
Erebus? Erebus.
It's like the Egyptian one. I think it's Anubis Way. No?
I have it spelled here Erebus.
Erebus, then. Erebus.
Er-
I know it was,
Erebus.
yeah.
Erebus. Erebus.
Erebus.
Herbes, como las vegetales.
Como güey. El libro de
And that's another thing, way that actually here you had like certain things that certain people had a following for or had a way of doing things. That's also something very important because they have a story. Like the reason why somebody's doing something, they have a story for it. Like the way that the older, like the purebloods,
Yeah.
would go around the way they were doing it, es porque ellos creían en algo, y tenían una Biblia, güey, y tenían un libro que ellos creían que era todopoderoso como gente que vive en estos días. I'm not gonna get into it. No, señor, no voy a caer en ese juego.
No caigas en la tentación, hermano.
Then they are suddenly ambushed by a group of vampires led by Quinn.
¿Estás seguro que no quieres probarlo?
Sí, güey, estoy seguro.
Está bien rico.
No, güey, aquí tengo todavía. Quinn, que fue el güey que quemaron, now healed and having regrown his lost hand. Quinn tortures Blade for information and for his own amusement, but realizes that Blade has a radio link in his ear. Whistler suddenly arrives.
No, dale, dale.
¿Qué, güey?
No, es que iba a preparar más, pero no, primero voy a dejar que se acabe eso.
Ah.
Porque no quiero preparar de más.
Ahorita me aviento otro comercial, güey.
No, tú tómate tu tiempo. Don't worry, be happy. No
Espérame.
tengo prisa.
Es que estoy leyendo en
Ok.
dónde voy a cortar, güey. ¿Cuánto me falta para cortar?
Tú sigue, no te preocupes. Mañana trabajo, pero... Está bien.
Ah, ok. I got you. Queda como unos 20 minutes para cortar, güey. No el stream, pero
Es
para...
lo que te iba a decir.
No. Like, to get at least
Sí.
minimum halfway, güey.
Ujú.
So then Whistler suddenly arrives, having been listening in the whole time, blowing a hole in the wall and opens fire on the vampires. The three heroes escape through the subway system. Is Karen a hero?
I would consider her more of like a sidekick, if that. Just simply because she's helping Whistler come up with the a better way of a serum for Blade, and she's using the coagulants. She finds out I don't remember what she said she was using, but they're coagulants for the vampires that made it explode. I don't remember what it was called, but that's why I'm saying it might have been something like that.
Okay. Because I think to me, she's not the sidekick would be Whistler, and to me it's more like she's not that she's not a hero or a sidekick, but she's just like eye candy for the movie.
For the movie?
Like right now.
Yeah. Yeah, for the moment being.
Yeah, for the moment being, like, I see it as in, like, a huevo tiene que haber una vieja, güey, que haga que los hombres vayan a verla. O, porque si te pones a pensar, güey, las action-packed movies siempre tenían una mujer que un hombre tenía que salvar, güey.
Yeah, there was always that damsel in distress.
Yeah. Like, in that type of movie, güey.
Mhm.
Pero aquí, güey, we start noticing something that a lot of women don't want to notice. Nah, just kidding. No, tampoco voy a caer en ese juego, güey. Tampoco voy a caer. Pero te das cuenta, güey, que las mujeres sí han tenido personas que les ayudan o que son fuertes, güey, sin necesitar un hombre. Como esta chava, güey. Era doctora, güey, que no sé qué, que no sé cuál. ¿Sí me entiendes? Güey, no le voy a seguir, güey. No voy a decir ninguna pendejada, güey. Pero sí tienen modelos, güey. Sí tienen modelos de una mujer empoderada sin tener poderes, güey. No es como el otro güey que sí es un superhéroe. Esta vieja no. Y es muy chingona, güey. So, punto para las mujeres. Estos güeyes se escapan por el tunnel, güey, o por el subway. Y ahí es donde Blade le mocha la otra mano a este pendejo.
A mí me encanta la parte que sigue.
Sí, güey, no mames, güey.
Donde le están vendando la mano, la mano y el
Mijo, ya no hace. Sí, ya no. Ya no dejes que te manden con este güey, güey. No, güey, no.
Ay, güey. Ah, qué pendejo está este güey.
When Karen and when he and Karen board when Blade and Karen board a passing subway car, Blade steps back and injects himself with more serum. Karen suspects that Blade is actually a vampire himself, but Blade responds in the negative. He is something completely different. So ahí es donde nos vamos enterando que Blade no es nada más un vampiro. Todavía no nos dicen qué es, pero no es un vampiro. Y por lo que nos dijeron al principio de la película, sabemos que este güey puede caminar en el día. So, vampiro no es. El vampiro canadiense podrá salir, güey, en el día. At the Vampire Club, Officer Krieger, at a Vampire Club, en la casa de este güey, no era la casa de este güey, el oficial que...
Sí.
En la casa este güey.
En la casa de Frost.
Yeah. Officer Krieger arrives where he reports to Frost about Blade and his new alliance with the Dr. Karen. Frost is angry for letting Blade get away. Frost turns on Krieger, biting his throat and allowing his girlfriend Mercury to join him. So ahí tuvo más o menos, güey. No, ¿qué tiráis, güey?
No. Nada más que ando pensando en la pinche escena donde le muerde la mano, güey.
Pendejo. Okay, so this is. Yo sé por qué le quitaron más, güey, a esta película del tiempo, güey. Pero porque I hate this. I don't hate it. That's a very strong word. This part dragged out so much, güey. But I guess it just made the movie a lot more special because of knowing that all the story that we're watching here, this is actually like the beginning of Blade for comics, way, because everything's out of here. So I appreciate that now. Pero the first time that I saw it, güey, me acuerdo que puta madre, güey, nunca se agarraron a putazos. Párame, güey, cuando quieras hacer preguntas de algo. Like, just stop me, güey, because I'm going to try to read this. Like, whenever. So just stop me. Like, if something comes to your head, just stop me, güey. Okay. Back at the hideout, Whistler explains Blade's story to Karen. Blade was the baby seen in the opening scene. His mother was attacked by a vampire hours before he was born. She died, but Blade lived and Whistler found him on the streets, feeding on homeless people. Due to the unique circumstances of his birth, Blade is a hybrid of a human and vampire abilities. He can resist garlic and silver, can walk in open sunlight, hence the name Daywalker given by other vampires, and has enhanced strength and healing abilities just like other vampires. However, he also has inherited the vampire's thirst for blood. Whistler developed a serum to curb Blade's cravings, but Blade's body is starting to resist it. Whistler also shares his own history. He was married with children. I like the show.
Love and marriage.
He was married with children, and one night while they were all home, a vampire held Whistler and his family hostage. The vampire killed them all but left Whistler himself alive. That's why he doesn't know her.
Oh, because it had already been, like, they had already been separated.
The vampire killed them all but left Whistler himself alive. Blade also confides in Karen that Whistler is suffering from the middle stages of cancer, but is refusing treatment in order to help in Blade's war against the vampires. So this scene right here, which was a fucking long ass scene, because it was it felt like more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, because they're explaining everything and whatever. It actually had like about another 5 to 10 minutes. And this is when they start going into detail of like what happens if a vampire like doesn't have any more humans to buy. Like, what are they gonna do? And they start going into all the possibilities of like having the people in bags or like, ¿cómo se llama, güey? I said it earlier,
Like
but
body bags?
yeah, like body bags, but actually have them like
Like vacuum sealed, I guess.
harvested.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have to have harvested in bags and feed off of them and little by little or whatnot in order for them to survive. But it would get to a point that everybody would die though. Because what happens if a vampire bites another vampire?
Yeah, this is true. Like they become a double vampire?
No. The reason why I'm asking you is how much blood does a vampire have? Because they drink it.
Touche.
It's not like if they're putting it in their body, they drink blood.
This is true. Because in order to turn, well, at least in other movies, like in order to turn a vampire, like you have to feed them your blood, right? Or like the vampire has to feed them their blood in order for them. But yeah, then
Because here, if they bite you, you turn into one.
yeah,
Like they just have to bite you in order for you to turn into one. Pero, how much blood do they have? Because they drink blood It's not they don't carry blood with them.
Yeah.
Like just because they drink the blood doesn't mean that they have more blood in their system. It means that their liver, whatever the fuck, is reproducing or is peeing blood. So would they be able to bite other vampires for blood? But because they're vampires, I don't think they reproduce blood. That's why Blade had to suck more blood in order for them to reproduce blood.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, nadie sobreviviría, güey. Because think about it. Si estos güeyes ocupan sangre para sobrevivir, güey, pueden coger, pueden hacer otros niños, pero va a llegar un tiempo donde los niños tampoco no van a tener que comer, güey.
Yeah.
So, se van a comer a los adultos. Y estos güeyes van a coger y se los van a seguir comiendo. Y va a haber un punto donde, güey, pues ya me comí a los padres, güey, y ellos se comieron a los padres de
El
ella.
tatarabuelo y...
Y ella ya, ¿a quién chingando nos vamos a comer ahora?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that's why they go into explaining the whole harvesting of the humans.
So I think that part, now that I watched the movie, I would have enjoyed it. But I'm glad that they didn't fucking put it there. Because as a kid, I wouldn't have enjoyed it. Like, if they would have actually gone through the whole explanation of shit, like in that part where when the Whistler and Karen are talking,
Yeah.
I think I would have dozed out, way. Like, I don't think I
would
would
have too.
I don't think
I almost dozed off when I was watching it.
Bro, don't say that.
I mean this specific part.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
this specific scene. Like this would have been a scene that I wouldn't have mind. Like, oh well, let me go make some popcorn, throw some popcorn in the microwave, or go and take a pee break or something. But yeah, I agree with you. I think I would have. Yo también me hubiera desesperado. Hubiera desesperado si lo hubieran hecho mucho más largo de lo que ya estaba esa escena.
Okay. So Whistler also learns that his attempted cure of Karen was ineffective, and that she is growing close to turning into a vampire. Karen refuses to give up, taking a few items from the hospital where she worked to try and find a cure for both her and Blade. The first item she brings, an anticoagulant formula known as EDTA. Is found to have a violent reaction when mixed with vampire blood. So she gives it to Blade for use as a weapon. Que es lo que hace que explote, ¿no?
That's why I was giving you that somewhat part of a not not a sidekick, but almost like a sidekick, because she ended up becoming somewhat of a Whistler and creating a weapon and using this anticoagulant as a weapon. That's the only reason I gave her that point as like something of being.
So she would be more like a night nurse. So there's this character in Marvel called Night Nurse. And she's basically the one that cures people, superheroes.
I did not know this.
Yeah, look her up. I think Rosario Dawson plays her in Daredevil and shit like that.
Night nurse, you said?
Yeah, night, like night,
Night.
like noche.
Mhm.
Night Nurse Marvel. And she basically cures superheroes.
Linda Carter.
So she would be basically that. She would be like a night nurse. Hint, night, because
Rosario Dawson does play her.
yeah.
Awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Hell's Kitchen or New York, like where Daredevil's at, Punisher, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Spider-Man, like all those street level things, like right there. That's their go-to is going to her, like at night to the hospital with her, para que los ayude, güey. As all these superheroes are from New York.
Yeah, so she's like the hood doctor that,
Yeah.
yo, we can't go to the hospital.
Well, actually, she's at a
we
hospital.
just got shot up. Like, yo, we need some stitches. Our boy needs some stitches, and about to die. Like,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Pero sí, güey. Like, básicamente es lo que es ella. Ella es una, she's a medic. She's the medic of the team.
Gotcha.
Right? Because, well, hint to the end, pero porque al último es la que le salva, güey. So, before we keep on going to the next, te lo puedes empezar a preparar, güey, si quieres. Pero
Primero,
vamos.
güey.
Pero antes de proseguir, let me talk to you guys. Déjenme hablarles de nuestro patrocinador, Miros Creations, que es la que se encarga de este pinche vaso mamalón. No sé si lo alcanzan a ver. Creo que sí lo alcanzan a ver. This is actually Dr. Stone, guys. Está brutal. I like the fucking cover porque es twist off. Like the top, this shit is fucking amazing, guys. The fucking artwork is fucking badass. Or the way that she does it. I like how Dr. Stone is actually popping out from the front. Like Dr. Stone's actually in color. Everything else is black and white. Like I fucking dig it. I fucking dig it. Estaba Malone. Again, this is Mitos Creations, guys. You can find their link right here for Facebook. Their phone number is 956-457-2293. Again, para todos aquellos amigos de la hierba de Jesús, tiene vasos con pipas arriba. Para todos aquellos que les gusta eso. Hold up. Sorry, it's because I don't have the monitor facing me anymore. I have it facing the other way. Guys, we're looking for a third person that can actually come and help us run this. Alex, estamos hablando de Blade, la película del 98. Autumn, yeah, it's super fucking cool. We still have other ones here. We still have 4 more. Actually, not this one. But for week 10, this is going to be we're already week 9, right? Okay, next week, we're actually going to do a giveaway on one of those 3. Not the X-Men. What?
Technically, it's week 10, but
No, because we didn't do one last week.
Last week, yeah.
Pero sí, para la semana 10 vamos a estar regalando uno de esos. Solamente tienen que seguir el canal, no se tienen que suscribir. What?
You show them all?
Yeah, we're good. Y ahorita es lo que estamos platicando, solamente que estoy en la mención del patrocinador para poder que nos sigan regalando cositas, guys. Pero no se les olvide, es Miros Creations, 956-457-2293, 956-457-2293. Si tienen shipping, tienen para mandar a cualquier lugar. Solamente pues ya comuníquense con ellos para poder que les pueda asistir con eso. No se les olvide, la siguiente
Me
semana.
pelas toda la verga, te lo digo en todos los idiomas que tú quieras.
Toda la siguiente semanas, no, la semana 10 va a ser uno de esos 3. La semana 11 va a ser el corte de pelo o si no la tarjeta de Amazon. Y la semana 15 también vamos a ver qué más tenemos para poder regalar. Las figuritas no, pero sí, no, señor.
No, señor.
Recuerden, raza, si llegamos a los 15 suscriptores, se va a rifar, o no se va a rifar, se va a regalar una
noche gratis con
nah,
Chino.
pendejo. Un Xbox, Xbox Series S. Solamente para que lo tomen en cuenta, suscríbanse al canal si no son suscritos. Sí he vuelto a jugar Warzone, pero ahorita no vamos a platicar de eso. Entonces vamos a seguir. No se les olvide, guys, sigan a Miros Creations 956-956-457-2293. 457-2293, 956-457-2293. Y ahí está el link de Miros Creations para que la sigan en Facebook. Acaba de tener una rifa de un vasito para las fiestas patrias mexicanas. Entonces, ahí para que la vayan a seguir, guys. ¿Ya acabaste?
Viva México,
¿Ocupas más tiempo?
cabrones.
¿Ocupo remar?
¿Mandé? No.
¿Ya?
Dale gas, dale gas.
Órale. Entonces.
Aquí hay más si quieres rifa, pa.
No, I'm good. Ok. Entonces, vámonos para. ¿Para qué es que, güey?
Lo que estoy preparando es
Para
una
tomar.
bebida.
Para tomar.
Es una bebida.
Los vasitos los vamos a regalar. Para suscribirte, pues como cualquier otra cosa, y se va a regalar un Xbox Series S para cuando llegue a los 15 suscriptores. ¿Y qué más? ¿Para qué más es que? La tarjeta de Amazon o el corte de cabello sería para la semana 11. Pues sí, tendría que, güey.
Pues sí.
Tendría que.
Vemos cómo la mandamos. Pero
Sí,
pues
ya
lo
vemos
mandamos.
cómo chinga. Te lo mando por avión y ahí lo vas y lo recoges tú allá, güey.
Donde llegue Amazon o donde llegue. Bueno,
Sí,
pues
güey.
no sé qué.
DHL, ¿no?
repartidores-
Es
qué
DHL.
repartidores. Se me hace que sí es DH. De que te llegue, te llega.
Claro, tú tienes que. Si no te lo mandan en efectivo. No en efectivo, pero te mandan la feria. Lo
Sí.
que cuesta.
Estoy bien, güey, se me olvidó la cascarita.
Pero son a los 15 suscriptores nuevos. Pero bueno, ¿en qué estamos? Ok. So, Simón, güey. Si lo ganas, pues con gusto. Por eso no hay pedo. Eh, a ver, entonces, ¿dónde nos quedamos? Ya, güey, me perdí, güey.
Oh, que la chihuahua.
Ah, no. Bueno, pues sí, ya la doctora le dio. Bueno, ya la doctora ya le dio el serum, güey, para curarlo. O no para curarlo, pero pues para que se aliviane.
Porque no nos patrocina.
Sí, por favor.
Sí.
Y Whistler también. Bueno, mientras está pasando todo esto de que estos güeyes se están curando y están rehabilitándose y la chingada, llega Quinn a donde está Frost. Y se lo está chingando, le está diciendo de cosas, güey, otra vez por ser otro puto fracaso, güey. No entiende, este güey lo sigue mandando, el otro güey sigue fracasando. Es un
Sigue
pinche
perdiendo
círculo vicioso, güey.
Una mano.
Güey. Frost encourages Quinn to go back out and capture Blade alive. So, lo vuelve, la tercera vez, güey, lo vuelve a mandar al hijo de la chingada para que pesque a Blade, güey. Quinn is confused by the order since his boss and all other vampires have been trying to kill Blade for a long time. Entonces aquí es donde dice este güey, ¿por qué vivo? ¿Para qué lo quieres vivo, güey? Lo estamos tratando de matar. ¿No estás viendo lo que me hizo a mis manos, güey? After Frost takes Mercury and his entourage of followers and abducts Dragonetti, que es el vampire, el Pure Blood, el señor, lo llevan a la playa, güey. Esperan a que salga el sol. Y pues le empiezan a romper la camisa, güey. Le empieza a pegar el sol. Vemos que este güey se empieza a quemar, güey. Le sacan los pinches colmillos. Pues Frost y los otros vampiros, güey, se tapan. Para que no los queme el sol. Aparte traen crema para el sol.
Oye, ¿qué tan alto debería estar el SPF ese, no?
Para que no se quemen.
Sí, porque no se quemen, güey. Porque está así como de que grueso, así parece lodo de arena o no sé.
Algo así.
Ujú.
So, ahí dejan a este güey que se... otra cosa, güey. Este güey se empieza a quemar con el sol, güey, y explotan, güey, que es lo que yo no entiendo.
Pues es que se supone que no, el cuerpo no debería de quedar vivo, ¿no? O sea, porque literalmente el cuerpo ya está muerto siendo vampiro y pues de tanto tiempo que tienen vivo, ya muertos, pues al momento de
De tanto tiempo que queda, que están
o
vivos,
sea, que están muertos, pero en carne y hueso,
te estás hundiendo
como
más,
que
güey.
la chica.
Te estás hundiendo más. A ver, no. I guess I get what you're saying, güey. O sea, because they've been walking dead.
Yeah, Walking Dead for so long, now their body is being turned into dust. Like
But-
ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Pero no se hace turn into ash, güey. They blow up.
Pues,
Like, como que si fuera una explosion, güey. Pero ¿por qué, güey, cuando se queman? It's not like no es como una bomba, ¿sí me entiendes?
sería la reacción, no sé. No sé,
No,
güey,
pero...
pues eso pregúntate al directo.
No, pero esa es otra pregunta, güey.
Al-
Porque
los-
I get it. Porque al beginning of the movie yo lo entiendo, güey, con las shots.
Yeah.
¿Sí me entiendes por qué? Porque pues va a explotar, güey. Like, I get it. But it would turn into ash. Este
Yeah.
güey no, este güey explotó, güey, y como que salió chingaderas para afuera. Como que si fueran humanos, güey. Which,
Ah, sí, cierto. Es que sí explotó.
Yeah.
Porque los otros así como de que nomás hacen ceniza.
yeah.
Y este, güey,
Este güey explotó, güey.
pues es que lo mismo le pasó a Pearl. With the UV light.
So, si se queman, explotan, right? Well, at least there's consistency, but you're right. So, sí. So, de aquí, güey, este güey...
Oye, no sabía que me podían sudar tanto las pinches orejas, güey.
Sí, güey, suda.
Sí, ya me di cuenta.
So, after this, después de que le quita los fangs, güey, vemos que el otro güey explota. Se vuelven a juntar todos en el caso, güey, o en donde, ¿cómo se llama? En donde se juntan todos los vampiros. O los vampiros de Black Pure Blood, güey. Y este güey ya se sienta en donde iba el mero jefe.
¿Dónde va
El que explotó.
Dimitri? ¿Cómo se llama?
Dragonetti.
Ujú.
So,
Regresa y avienta los colmillos.
sí,
Bien
y
chingón.
les dice de que ocupa 12 discípulos. Just kidding. Ocupa 12. ¿Cómo se llama?
Voluntarios.
Sí, well, yeah. Yeah, he needs 12 volunteers. Porque va a resucitar a la magra. La magra suena como la vieja más pinche regañona de la cuadra, güey. Ven, güey, te va a perseguir la magra. While Blade purchases more items for hunting, Whistler and Karen discuss her latest attempt at a cure. Karen is sure that the new formula will work on her, but unsure what effects it might have on Blade since he was born with vampirism. That's the term. Vampirismo.
Vampirismo.
The stronghold is attacked by Frost followers, and Karen is abducted while Whistler is brutally beaten by the vampires. Blade returns to find Whistler horribly injured and infected by the vampire bites. In an emotional scene, Blade assists Whistler in committing suicide before loading up to Raid's Frost stronghold. So, está sentado y casi sin hablar, güey, y le dice, hey, Tucker, Frost Tucker. De aquí, güey, no se me hace tan pesada la película, pero creo que ya se va a acabar.
Ya va llegando más o menos
Yeah.
al último. Oops, sorry.
¿En dónde estamos? ¿En dónde estamos?
Donde apenas están dando los voluntarios.
Okay. No, sí. So then de ahí, Blade se va hacia el compound de Frost and kills many of Frost's followers, even trying the EDTA formula, which makes vampires swell up and explode in a shower of blood. Blade finally reaches the final room of Frost's hideout, where he is confronted by a lone woman who calls him Eric. It's Blade's mother, reborn as a vampire to serve Frost.
Esa parte me encantó.
Sí, güey.
of that plot twist. That
Why?
Because you're not, from what you know up to now in the movie, you already thinking his mom's been dead. His mom's been dead forever. You know, because Blade was alone living on the streets when Whistler picked him up. And now all of a sudden, plot twist, Blade's mom is Deacon's concubine, and she's just there, and all of a sudden she wants to play that sweet card like, but I'm your mother, honey, and it's like, oh, madre, no es la que engendra, sino pues la que te cría, ¿no?
Güey, ¿qué pedo con mis películas, güey? Siempre teniendo un padre ojete, güey.
Sí, es cierto, güey. Y son las tuyas, güey. Son películas que tú
Güey, qué
escogiste.
pinche...
Ya estoy viendo yo también
Un trend, güey. ¿Qué pedo con mis pinches películas, güey?
No sé, güey.
Except Face Off. Face Off tuvo culera toda la puta película, güey.
Ah, que no, también hubo el padre culero, güey, Nicolas Cage, que mandó a la chingada a su huerquito también, que vino matando a la mamá. Hasta que John Travolta lo salvó. O sea, ya Nicolas Cage era John Travolta, pero en esa escena mató a la mamá de su hijo. Ah, es que todavía no sabía, güey. Todavía no sabía. Pero no estamos hablando de eso.
No, pero... Deja tú eso, pero sí, güey, neta, güey. Chingado. No sé, güey, traigo pedos familiares o algo.
No
So...
se burlen, cabrones, ¿eh? Yo me burlo porque soy amigo.
Nah, hombre, no, ni pedo. So, I mean, not that I disliked it, way, and I wasn't expecting it either. Like, to me, it was a surprise.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it catches you off guard. And especially seeing you're so young.
Daddy issues saying, bro, like, my fucking movies, like, everybody, like, it has bad parenting somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Except the usual suspects, because there was no parents there. The usual suspects had no parents, had no children.
Yeah.
What?
Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey actually killed his own children.
Oh, yeah.
And he killed his wife, too.
Yeah, never mind, yeah. Fuck,
No,
güey.
güey, no. Güey, a mí se me hace que en vez de esto deberías ir con un psiquiatra.
Psiquiatra, güey, psiquiatra. Ah, yo tengo uno de años, güey.
No te madre.
Yeah, he's my friend. Right?
Espérate, ¿quién, güey?
So, güey, thinking about it, sí, güey, están todas de la mierda. But, like, I wasn't expecting it, güey. I have nothing against that part. But as soon, like, honestly, like, as soon as it opened, like, in my head, it was Karen.
Yeah.
Like, that she had already turned.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that's where it was gonna go.
Yeah, it's because so you see like you see the humanity side of them, that caring, loving side, leave them as soon as they turn into the vampire, and now they're just bloodthirsty, wild, blood crazed sex addicts. I don't know. Is the way I perceive them to be now once the vampirism actually takes over.
Yeah. No, like, the only thing I didn't like, güey, from that scene, it wasn't even Blade reacting to his mom, way, because that's a natural shock. Like, if you think that, es como si, oh, güey, like, oh, tu mom, mi mom ya regresa después de 12, a la verga, de 14 años de muerta, güey. And then, like, I see her again, I want to be like,
Sí, no, te vas a
you
sacar de
told me you were
onda.
fucking dead. Like, like, I saw you, like, like, what the fuck is this? Like, so that I get. What I didn't like was the way she portrayed herself coming back. Like,
Yeah, it seemed a little sexual, no? Like,
Yeah.
like she seemed like a little sexual coming onto him, and it's like, yo, like that's your son, bro. Like, yo, step the fuck back. Like, tone it down a notch. But that's all.
but
I'm
no,
saying,
other
like,
than that way, the way that Because if she came back, that means she's a full vampire now.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's a monster already.
Yeah.
But she tried to be, or the way she portrayed that didn't seem like the other vampires. Like, if you think about it, las otras girls que son vampires, way, like, son aggressive, way. Like, they have a certain umph to their steps. You get me? Like, every time that you see la girlfriend, the Frostway, la abuelita, look at her. Well, not look at her right now. But every time you see her, way, like, either she's doing something, she's, like, walking, like, you know? Like,
And she's got an authority.
Yeah.
Authority to her.
And a lot of women vampires have that. Like, if you go back to the first scene of the club, way,
Yeah, a lot of them are pushing him away.
yeah, like, no, like, get the fuck away. Like, no. Like, even two other guys, way. Like, están bailando ellas y están ellas solas, way, and they're into each other, way. Like, sexually or not sexually, like, if they're enjoying the vibe, pero it's them, way. Like, you can tell that they have power, way, over men vampires. Y ella no, way.
Not always though necessarily, because remember there's that scene where that second time they chop off his hand, that when he starts biting, she starts biting the thing. Not that particular female vampire that bit the hand, but the one that's talking to him. As soon as Frost comes in, she's got this authoritative stature while she's talking down on I don't remember his name, but
Quinn.
yeah, Quinn. So she's talking down to Quinn,
Yeah.
but then Deacon walks in, Frost comes in, and all of a sudden it's
Pero
her-
pues sí, güey,
her
pero estás hablando
posture.
que es el patrón de los patrones, güey.
Yeah. But
Pero a todos los demás, güey, like, las women que vemos son, o sea, es Deacon Frost, güey, y son ellas, güey. Cualquiera de ellas.
yeah.
Para los demás. Sí, para arriba no vas a escupir, güey, porque pues te va a dejar sin nada, la verga, te va a matar. Pero ella no, güey. Like, even whenever he's with him, güey. Like, cause, like, pues lo empiezan a hacer tase y la chingada porque se distrae este güey.
Yeah.
Even when he's with him, she's like, I'm a monster. O no sé cómo le dijo, güey, like, I'm part of them now, or they brought me back, like, I'm alive because of them, que no sé qué. Pero she's submissive to him and to everything else around, güey. It's not like she's standing there like, yeah, I'm a vampire. She's like, y le agarra las manos, like, you know, like, y las otras no, güey. Las otras son, ¿qué quieres? ¿Sí me entiendes? Like, the way she portrayed herself as a vampire, güey, like, I didn't even feel sorry, güey. I was just like, just get her out. Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
me daba igual, güey. Y las otras no, güey. Mirabas a las otras y they were kicking ass, güey, or they were talking down to people, or they were actively doing something, like, ¿sí me entiendes?
Yeah.
They were important. They felt important, güey. Even if they didn't have an important role, they felt important. And this girl, when she came up on scene, like, it didn't feel important. It didn't feel powerful.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking that maybe she was playing like I said, like she's playing the mother card, like still like trying to be submissive, like, oh, pobrecita me, like, hey, like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. Like, yes, I am a monster now, but you know, you're one of us, like, take our side. And just to bring his guard down, like, sort of soften him up, so they have the advantage, that tactical advantage of flanking him and start tasing him everywhere.
So stay with that thought. Because just stay with it.
Okay.
So Frost ambushes Blade, taking him hostage while revealing that it was he himself who bit Blade's mother while she was pregnant. Blade and Karen are transported to another location, a temple where the ritual of La Magra can be performed. Despondent, Blade asks Karen if she has finished her miracle cure. Karen says that the cure would presumably rob Blade of his strength and healing powers while neutralizing his thirst, effectively making Blade fully human. Karen and Blade are separated. Karen is dumped into a lower chamber where a berserker vampire has been kept. I guess that's what they're calling him, berserker vampire, and that's a zombie-like vampire, que es el ex de ella, el que mordió Quinn al principio de la película. So, haz de cuenta, llegan, la avientan para un chamber a la verga. Son como 4 cuadros, güey, la avientan en uno. Like, oh, there's somebody down there.
tunnel, no?
Yeah. And then she fights with. That's another thing. I didn't find any emotional attachment to this. because from the beginning she didn't care for him anymore.
Well, she did have that
Like,
anger towards, because remember she called him like, yeah, I remember like when he asks her, do you ever think about us and if being together again or whatnot?
yeah.
And she goes, yeah, I do. She takes a small pause for dramatic effect, and then she's like, but then I remember how much of an asshole you were, and it fades. So there's still some feeling, but it's grown more to hate rather than like full on love and care and appreciation for the person.
Yes, but she didn't care for him enough in order for that emotional attachment from us to be there. Like for us, porque no hubo nada como que, porque hasta cuando la mordió, güey, no era como, déjame ayudarte, güey. Ella corrió a la verga. Like, ¿sí me entiendes por qué? Porque, like, so there was nothing emotionally attached to them that I could have been like, oh, this is gonna be, like, this is gonna hurt her. Like, para mí era nada más así como que, güey, antes no te quería, ahora te odio porque eres esto, güey. Déjame verguearte.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, so honestly, they could have done it differently, or maybe not, or maybe they could have just skipped that part.
I think that's why. Remember how you had said earlier throughout the podcast that you thought that particular scene didn't do anything for it. I think this is where it ties in to the actual movie, to now where she's down there and he's become a berserker, and now she's somewhat becoming a vampire already, and that's where the whole fight starts going on.
Yeah, but quítalo a él, güey. Y quita esta scene donde están ellos dos, güey.
Yeah, and it could have just gone.
Yeah. Like, you didn't need it.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, and that's why I said, like, at the beginning, I told you, because later on, sigue, like, it just feels empty, güey. Se siente como que si me robaron 5 minutos de mi vida, güey. Like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, it feels like those 5 minutes, we could have been used. I'll put it to you this way. Those 5 minutes could have been used in the dialogue of explaining, like, the vampires if they eat each other. Because that would have been a lot more interesting. Or on a flashback of Whistler finding Blade eating a child. Or eating other people, homeless. Because it's just homeless.
Yeah.
So they could have used those 2-3 minutes, way.
Touche.
And while they're talking, way, having that little flashback of Blade, way, like as a little kid, like eating other homeless people, like like
Giving,
how he
giving
found
that
them,
background information on him.
and it would have been a lot more helpful, way, it would have been a lot more powerful for the mom scene. Like if they actually showed how she was getting bitten.
That, or like if she would have actually had that mother instinct and like always been looking out for him, like secretly, like behind the alleys, just making sure he had a meal, like sort of like coerce the homeless or something like.
Yeah, or if,
that would have been cool.
or that right there, cuando se topan otra vez, que ella lo hubiera dicho, I've always been
Missed
there.
opportunity.
Yeah, like that she would have been like, oh, I've always been there. Like, who do you think would set up the homeless for you? Or who do you think would send you the meals? Or who do you think this and that? Who do you think, even at this way, because the Whistler's dead, she could have lied. Like, who do you think put the Whistler in your life?
True.
Like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, porque ya está muerto, güey.
Yeah.
Or muerto. Pero, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, that scene from the beginning, güey, donde, like, le está preguntando, oh, you think we could have been back together or whatever, whatnot. Si lo eliminas a él, güey, y si eliminas esta part donde está ella ahí, güey, like, that would have been it.
Yeah.
Like, you could have used it somewhere else a lot better, personally. So right there, it loses, like, 0.5 points, just because of that.
Just because of that.
Yeah, because it's time wasted, way that you could have used properly somewhere else. Güey, lo hubieras dejado amarrada, güey, se escapó igual. Golpeó a un güey y se hizo climb, güey. Lo hubieras dejado amarrada, güey, se quita la de estas, golpea a un güey y se escapó igual, güey.
Yeah.
Like, literally hizo lo mismo twice, güey. No más que en una, nada más golpea a uno y luego en otra, nada más le dispara a otro güey. Porque el otro güey estaba viendo la pinche chingadera abajo. But she did the exact same thing twice, güey.
Yeah.
So you could have kept it. You could have just kept the last guy. Easy money. So, ¿dónde nos quedamos? Okay.
They're fighting in the tunnel.
So, Blade and the 12 members of the Vampire Council are to be used as offerings for Frost.
Ay, no, ay, Dios, ay, ay, ay.
No pasa nada, estuvo muy chingón, güey. Lo hiciste muy bien, lo hiciste muy cabrón, no pasa nada.
So, Blade is put into a large torture device where most of this blood is extracted for the ritual. The 12 members of the council are executed and their souls are absorbed by Frost, turning him into La Magra, the blood god. Se me asustó, güey. Karen escapes using the mace. Oh, okay. So, cuando este güey empieza, like, fuck.
They're about to be used for
Okay, so time out because this part, bro, what the fuck? I don't know where the fuck I left it. Okay,
They're about to be used for sacrifice.
well, yeah, pero pues Blade lo tienen amarrado, o no lo tienen amarrado, güey, pero lo tienen como en una pinche,
Like
like a tomb, güey, pero parada. Okay, and his mom is talking to him, and then his mom is flirting with him, like passing like his lips, like her lips right next to his lips and shit. And again, güey, it just doesn't feel believable. Like it doesn't feel. I know it's a movie, right?
Yeah, I know.
Pero no se siente como que ella pertenece a este, like a este mundo, güey.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if she was trying too hard, like not digging the actress because I don't know her, pero it just feels like she didn't. Everybody else portrayed the character as part of the movie, güey, and she feels like if she was not part of this movie. I don't know how else to
It
explain.
might have just been a director's choice, you know. Because like I told you, I'm seeing like you even see it at the very first scene where they enter that club, where that's the type of creature or animal they become once they're full on vampirism. You know, when the vampirism takes over, that's what they are. They're nothing but blood, crazed, sex fiend, party animals with attitude and strength and demand authority. ¿Qué, güey? ¿Estás viendo los shadows?
No, güey.
Güey, deja de estar viendo los pinches monitos, güey.
No.
Porque me vas a asustar más, culero.
Estoy viendo esto, güey, que ese se le zafó.
It's probably like a...
Yeah, it goes back here.
Yeah, it's a little hook.
Yeah, no, but you
Yeah,
can.
little spring. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Es lo que estaba viendo, güey. No estaba viendo los monitos.
Sí, no, pues es que como de temprano habías dicho de los pinches monos, güey. Me sacas de onda, güey, por eso. Güey, to me, these are like porcelain dolls for me right now. Por tanto pinche monerío que traes aquí adentro.
I want to get a porcelain doll.
No, hombre, cállate los hocico, vamos. ¿Lo pones en tu cuarto donde te duermes tú? Acá no.
Che culo.
Por favor, sí. Dígame todo lo que quieras, pero me vale madre.
Okay. So, let me put it to you this way, güey. It just feels like she doesn't belong, güey. Porque en esta part, like, she just tries to be so smooth, güey. Like, talking to him. Like, I'm like, bro, this is not. Like, you come and tell us, like, the vampires are like this. Like, these type of vampires are like this, way. And this is not like that.
Okay.
So it doesn't make... It doesn't seem like they are part of... Like, if she's part of the vampires. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because she tells him, like, I'm one of them. Like, they saved me. Like, why don't you come with us? Que no sé qué. Pero she doesn't play that part, güey.
Yeah.
Like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, I got zero emotions towards him, towards Blade and his mom, güey. Like, no sentí nada, güey. Like, entiendo the effect that they were trying to get with it, pero I got it the first time when she's in white, pero the second time que ya está él arriba y ella es la que le está metiendo a la tumba y la chingada, güey. Like, I don't feel it.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Yeah, I can care less. La hubiera matado desde un principio. Le me da igual. Now, we go from there to esta chava escaping, güey. ponen a todos para abajo, güey. ¿Qué tanta puta sangre tiene Blade, güey? Because they drained the fuck out of him. Like, drained the fuck out of him. Like, so a todos les empieza a caer sangre, güey, que no sé qué. Llega esta muchacha, güey. I guess she turns him around and like she stops him. And I think that buys time because not enough blood is flowing so quickly for it to come all together at the bottom. So while this guy's fucking having sex with the neck of the girl that he's biting, because basically that's what it was. Like I think they reached the climax like 3-4 times. Güey. I know, joke way. That fucking scene was whack as fuck way.
There was too much fucking.
There was too much fucking moaning and like pressing even harder on that, bro. Like what the fuck? Like I'm kind of getting turned on here, Blade. So that gives him time in order to suck enough blood. Now this doesn't make any. Well, not that doesn't make any sense. Okay, but now is she gonna be a double fucking vampire? Because she got bitten once, used a semi-cure that we don't know if it works or not yet. Because she didn't even try it. Like whenever her and Whistler were attacked, she didn't try it on her. And then Blade sucked the fucking life out of her. Not only the blood, but the life out of her. So then what is she now? Because remember, Blade is not like them.
And remember, the whole process of this this ritual was going to take the vampirism away from Blade. So maybe
No. This was just to bring the
bring the Magra, but the Magra was
it was to kill Blade.
It was to take the vampirism away from Blade.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like aquí, ¿qué chingados es ella ahora, güey?
Yeah, is she a new hybrid? Is she a daywalker now?
Yeah, because you would have to think like
you just got bit by a daywalker, so it's not just a vampire that you've been bitten as.
So then
technically, was she already a vampire, or she was just turning?
No, because we don't know yet. Because she finds out that the cure is not like it wasn't put in at the like it was too late whenever they used the cure on her.
Yeah, when Whistler tells her like, "Oh, you got max 2 days" or whatever.
Yeah, okay. Pero cuando trata de usar el de ella, no lo puede usar porque se las lleva a la chingada. So from there, so right now is a day gone by y ella no es vampire todavía, güey.
Yeah.
So then she would be a. So her blood won't be diluted because she's the first one bitten by a daywalker. So technically, she would be a pure daywalker because there's nobody else like her. But no, it couldn't be a pure daywalker because that would mean that they would
daywalker, but it would be like Frost to the purebloods.
Yeah, so would this be a vampire walker? Like a half walker?
Well, I think all vampires are walkers.
Like a half walker?
I guess. I don't know. Like she can only be out till noon.
Yeah. No, because
before noon or after 5. Or
yeah,
something.
like, she can't be out between 11 and 6. No, pero like it would be whack to know like what the fuck she is because like if we're going by the way that the story is driving us, then she's the first breed of a kind because well actually no, she would have to die though.
Yeah, what's going on, Johnny Blaze?
She would have to die though, because everybody that Blade would like fucking get to died. All the fucking homeless died. There's no such
Oh yeah, maybe that the daywalker gene won't get passed on to the next victim like vampirism does.
What's up, Johnny? Yeah, because there's no stories of anyone bitten by the daywalker that survived.
This is true. Man, you're making my mind churn with
Okay,
these
so then
different theories.
that would mean if she survives, let's see, she survives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the movie, we still don't know if she's gonna survive or not, because it's only been a day.
Yeah.
Like her second day's barely starting. But if she survives, that means that the bite of a vampire, of the purebloods, or not a pureblood, but
Daywalker.
no, the other one, the half and half, like Quinn,
Okay. Athar.
yeah, is a lot less stronger. Thrall is a lot less, is a lot more weaker than a daywalker, because they can actually survive with that, and with the daywalkers they can't. So then that would mean daywalkers, pure blood, and half and halves. Because still the pure blood, if you bite somebody, they can turn into a zombie. Or they can come out as being able to accept the gene. So then that would make Daywalker the strongest vampire there is out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be Blade, Dracula. What other vampire is there? That's it, right? That's only Dracula and Blade. Batman's not a vampire.
Where in the world did you get Batman as being a vampire?
Because he's
Because of the Batman.
Bat.
No seas mamón. But yeah, I guess like other popular
Yeah, what other popular
vampires are there is Lestat and
el de los de Twilight?
yeah, I guess
Edward?
Edward
Scissorhands?
No. Because my dog stepped on a bee. I'm sorry.
So yeah, it would have to be Blade at the
Yeah.
top.
Mhm.
Or Underworld.
Underworld, that's a fucking good vampire movie. But I'm saying Lestat because Queen of the Damned and what is it? Demetrius?
The new RE.
The new RE. What is this? Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, I was like, what is RE?
So who would be the strongest vampire? It would have to be Blade. Like
I'm
by
thinking it would have
bites.
to be Dracula just by
Pero Dracula los dejaba vivir, güey.
yeah, because they're Dracula's
Por,
children.
por eso, pero te decía, by bites. Porque este güey los mata, güey, con las mordidas.
Well, see, because it depends on what realm you go. Because if you're talking about Underworld, then it would be like Alexander Corvinus being the father of both the.
But is he?
He's not a vampire,
Like
but
that.
he is.
He
He is the first true immortal, which
no, pero
which
he's
gives
but he's
the
not a
power
vampire
to
though.
both his sons,
But he's not a vampire,
William and Marcus.
But he's not a vampire though. That's why he said vampire. Because if not, Batman.
That says Batman. He said Batman. He had daddy issues. He had parent issues.
Dracula from Castlevania. But like well, it's because there's very different iterations of Dracula.
There's different variations. Because you got Bram Stoker's Dracula. You've got the Dracula or Drake from the later on movies of Blade. You've got the Underworld, like Grim said. ¿Y cuál era el otro, güey? I know there's more. There's a handful more. There's too many freaking vampire takes on it.
El de Dust Till Dawn.
Dust Till Dawn, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, it just.
Pero by bites. Because that's like by bites.
Yeah, because most of them need to be bitten or drink blood of a vampire, or both. They have to, they've got to be like very close to death because I remember that from being from Queen of the Dam, where they had to drain Lestat, and then he was on the verge of dying, and right before his heart stopped beating, Marius gives him some of the blood, and that's how Lestat ends up becoming, again, bloodthirsty, sexual.
Oh, we already talked about Brad Pitt's Dracula. I think it was Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah, the interview with the vampire.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Not one of my favorites. Well, I guess we could discuss that. Or you know what, guys? Top five vampires. We can do that. Top five vampires. Put out your list, guys. Top five vampires. Sus vampiros favoritos. El mío es el vampiro canadiense, güey. Ese güey se aventaba de la tercera cuerda.
El vampiro fronterizo, güey.
No, güey. I think is Van Helsing a vampire?
No, he's a vampire hunter.
He's a vampire hunter.
Yeah, he's a monster hunter.
Güey, pinche vampiro, güey, se cogió a Lorena Herrera, güey. Like, pinche Sacha Montenegro, güey, de Timbiriche. Ese güey, mejor pinche chupada no había. Okay. So, where the fuck?
Buffy?
What?
The vampires from Buffy?
Oh, Buffy the Vampire. Oh, the
Buffy
Vampire Slayer.
Mm.
Los de Snoop, los de Snoopy. Los de Scooby-Doo, güey.
Pero esos usualmente eran nomás máscaras, güey.
Yeah.
Enmascarados. Eran los 1000 máscaras.
So, mientras estaba pasando todo eso, güey. So, okay, so aquí hay algo que... Because this final scene was not Hotel Transylvania, except that one.
¿Por qué no, güey? Dejamos que pasara la de Castlevania.
No, Hotel
que
Transylvania,
tenían
güey.
Pues sí, güey, pero también dejamos de Grimm's Castlevania, The Great Enemy.
Oh, yeah. I didn't watch the season of American Horror Story.
That's right.
Yo no la vi,
That's
güey.
right. I had seen that.
I stopped at Freak Show. Because I love the fucking clown.
Yeah. They did get better. I'm not going to lie. A few of them did.
I never had an issue with
it. I like the way they tie each season in and intertwine them together, like towards the end. I love that. I think it was like towards like season 5 or season 6. Day Shift. The new one with Snoop Dogg and
Jamie Foxx? I haven't watched it. Maybe we should watch it, guys.
Dude,
I haven't watched it.
It was, I enjoyed it.
El vampire de la movie. Wait, dude, this completely went a different side. El pinche vampire, güey, de la movie de. Oh no, that was a zombie, wait, never mind. Where he's like at an airport and like everybody, all the other zombies are stupid, but it's still like Cold Blood.
He's intelligent.
Yeah, like Cold Blood or.
No me acuerdo cómo se llamaba. Cold Blooded?
Is it? That zombie movie was fucking stupid. As well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But okay. So
The Vampire's Assistant.
The Vampire's Assistant
With Riley, what's his name? The one that comes
Cooper?
out with
Cooper,
the one that comes out with
Riley Reid.
Shake and Bake, ¿cómo se llama? Ricky Bobby.
Oh, Simón el chaparrito.
Yeah, el otro de
Sí,
pelo chino.
pelo chino.
Boats and Hose. I don't remember his name, but not Will Ferrell, the other guy. I think it's Ryan
I know
something.
what movie you're talking about.
Hmm.
But that's not a good vampire.
No, güey, pero pues Interview with the Vampire y luego sale el huerquito de Stuart Little. Not Interview. Oh, The Lost Boys. That's another good vampire movie. Oh, the one in Antarctica. 30 Days of Night, I think it's called. You've never seen that one? No? That was another good one. Yeah, okay, but yeah, let's keep
No.
going.
Like
¿No te
Eso no.
gustó esa Grims?
Pongan sus top 5 vampires, güey.
Pero todos en un common, güey,
Sí,
para que
top
no nos
5
perdemos,
vampires.
porque luego...
Y a los que estén aquí, los,
Sí,
los
los que
pinches,
andan haciendo ahí.
sus 5 mejores vampiros. Okay, so, uh, después de que Blade le chupa toda la sangre a la chava, güey, y sobrevive, güey, which I didn't fucking get. He runs into his mom, pelean, güey. Ultimately, like, he stabs her in the heart with a bone. Blade fights his way through the remaining vampire guards, los otros dummies, güey, reclaiming his trademark sword and decapitating Quinn. Esa pinche cinta mamalona, güey. Like, Quinn comes, este güey agarra una pinche, como el pinche tape, el pinche de este que usas, güey, como para marcar cuando vas a hacer una línea.
It's a wire saw.
Ah, ok, bueno, ese pedo. Pero parecía como chalk tape, güey. O chalk line, o chalk line.
Chalk line is what it's called.
Lo saca, güey.
Se lo
Ya no
amarra.
quiero, ya no quiero, ya no quiere leer.
Sí, güey, no, es que es un chingo, güey.
¿Qué?
No, es que dice Grims que ya no quiere leer porque le dije, pero pónganlo todos.
Ah, sí.
Sí, no, es que imagínate, güey, o sea, nosotros tratando de quedarnos en punto, pero pues estamos leyendo y discutiendo, pues está medio canijo.
I don't remember the names, pero From Dusk Till Dawn is my favorite vampire movie.
Yeah. I don't know if I remember. I know, what is it, Richie was one of the brothers, but I don't remember the other brother.
Morbius, la first third de la movie.
Another one, Morbius. Totally forgot about Morbius being a vampire movie.
Yeah.
Hello.
The first part of the movie, güey, I really digged. The first start of the movie, I fucking digged it. Then it fucking fell off the second third, y ni se diga the final act. But the first third of the movie, I fucking dig the shit out of that movie. Pasó igual como con los Fantastic Four, los babies. Like, donde salieron los Young Fantastic Fours. The first part of the movie, the first third of the movie was a fucking nice ass movie. Like, it was intriguing, it was good.
¿Cuándo estaban baby?
Donde salió Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan. No mames.
I'm trying to think. I know which one you're talking about. Donde sale Michael B. Jordan
Yeah,
as the Human Torch.
yeah.
I'm thinking about the other one with
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba.
No.
Not that one, the other one.
No,
Okay.
I didn't like those either. Pero esta, la newer one, I really fucking dig like the first 35 minutes of the movie. Güey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it right there. Wait. Oh, was it Jubilee? Where the fuck are you? Oh, right there. Oh no, it's Rogue. But I don't think that's a vampire though.
Yeah, it's more like a lizard dragon looking. She said monster armor.
Oh, that's Sheebies. ¿Qué dice abajo, güey?
Eh?
¿Qué dice abajo?
Rogue with snap-on claw.
No dice nada?
No, it just says rogue with snap-on Cyclaw armor.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm trying to see if I have Jubilee. I do have a Jubilee, but she's
Yeah,
not
I know
there.
you got a Jubilee. I see Rogue up there too.
No, never mind.
No.
What?
That one by Harley Quinns?
Nah.
No, I don't know.
No, that's a drowned. Es esta, güey. Ahí la tienes al lado de ti.
Ah, it's esta muchacha.
Sí.
Mm.
So, ¿en qué estábamos? Okay. So, estaba viendo que otro pinche vampire, güey. No, I do have a Jubilee, güey. I have a Jubilee. I even have a Polaris. Oh shit, I just got another Dazzler. Well, anyways, sorry. Dazzler es de la mera arriba, güey, la que está en blanco. La que está en the one in the corner. Next to Storm in white.
Yeah. Oh,
Dazzler.
yeah, the one in blue. Mm.
Yeah, okay. Um, so fun fact, we already said it, but at the beginning of the this last scene of the movie, this was not the last scene original. Originally,
Yeah.
it was uh they were supposed to go into La Magra's form, which is red or whatever, but it was gonna be more like a cloud or like blood cloud. But they couldn't get the special effects, so they stuck with Frost. Um, the sword fighting is pretty cool. I digged it. There was some parts where I just like no mames, no mames. Pero nothing that took me away from the movie, like the fucking fleco of the fucking uh Johnny, the fucking ¿cómo se llama, güey? El de Face Off. Not John Travolta, Nicolas Cage, el double. No mames. No, there was nothing worse than that fucking fleck on Nicolas Cage, man.
I don't know, man. That scene where you see Dragon Eddie blow up on the beach, that one was damn near as bad.
Are
CGI
vampires
wise.
meant to be scary?
CGI wise.
As per this movie, yes. Like not the director, but the writer of the script.
I don't think necessarily scary. I think they're made out to seem seductive because that's how they lure their prey. That's why I go into like the sexual blood crazed persona, because that's the way they lure. That's how the female lured that one innocent dude into that vampire club. Why? Because he was digging her. That's why I don't think necessarily vampires are scary, because almost in every
Sí, todos son sexosos, güey.
yeah,
Todos seducen.
yeah, they're all seductive. Yeah, like they have the seductive stare, that seductive smile. There's always something about them that makes them attractive to the human prey, whether it's a boy or a girl. Whether it's a male or female, the female will feel attracted to the guy because he just looks so much more powerful or dominating. And same thing with like the guy to the girl. Like it's just like, wow, you're this alpha female that I've never encountered something like you. And like it just has that sexual attraction draw to them.
Yeah, points for you, Grims. Sí, güey. Like como la de Salma Hayek, güey. Pero yo sí creo, güey, que I think donde empezaron a hacer a los vampires más así de que amorosos, güey, cariñosos, seductores, güey, perdieron un poquito de eso de, les voy a tener miedo, güey. ¿Sí me entiendes? Porque no es como que si, como a estos güeyes, güey, los ves, como te digo, ves a Blade, güey, no te pases de lanza, güey. Yo corro, güey. Sí, ¿me entiendes? ¿Sí me entiendes?
Sí, pero es que tienes que tomar en cuenta de que no todos los vampiros están...
Sí, no.
The samurai sword,
No, pero ponle que lo ves, güey, like todo de negro, güey, así mamadote, güey, like, ¿sí me entiendes? Corro, güey. Like, no tiene que traer la sword. Sí, pero sano, güey, sanito.
A mí me estás echando la culpa porque le tengo miedo a los porcelain dolls.
No, pero I think como there's a, oh my god, what's the name of the fucking book? I don't want to give wrong information. There's a book about Dracula, way that you get, like, Dracula is not as nice as you see him in movies sometimes. Like, you get a sense of Dracula having like that little bit of hunger, way that little bit of menace in him, like he's not always the good person that he's portrayed out to be, or he's not always made to be as good as he is and misunderstood. Like, ¿sí me entiendes? And I think Dracula has lost that in a lot of times.
No, see, like, I agree with Grims. He's like, he says, just, le dediqué varias, dice, dice, I was never scared of vampires, not even as a kid. I was more interested in them as power and wise, and I will agree with him in that sense, because every single vampire that you see, because the fact that they are usually immortal until someone like Blade or Van Helsing comes along, um, they have so much more time spent here on Earth, um, and throughout the years they pick up. Not only do they pick up different languages because of the different areas that they have to do to keep moving and sort of being a gypsy, moving town to town, but and let alone cultures and eras in time, but they're educated. You start seeing some of them, like a lot of them will start reciting sonnets and different poems from different authors.
Yeah. No. See, por de la manera. Okay, from that point of view, as in power and everything, way, yeah, it's cool. You get me? Like, it's intriguing. Pero si hace falta un vampire way, like, I think the culture needs a vampire way that they're like, oh, this vampire is a asshole. Like, this vampire is like something scary way. Because I don't think we've.
Was Morbius way? Morbius wasn't a very attractive looking vampire, especially when he took on true form. Because most vampires here, you see them take the true form, and the only thing that you see are
pero we don't have a true. We don't. Okay, so let me put it to you this way: you don't have a true vampire, güey, que tú digas este güey siempre es malo. Like, así que tú digas, recurrentemente este güey es malo.
Yeah, they're usually portrayed like misunderstood or.
Like que desde el principio sea malo, güey.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it needs. Ocupamos un pinche vampiro, güey, que sea malo. Y que sea malo. Y que sea bueno para tirar putazos, un pinche abanico en el 3, güey. Ya estamos a punto de acabar, güey.
¿Me aviento una serie mejor?
I don't know, güey, like a badass background story, güey, that he's bad, güey, like that he's mean. No sé, güey.
Voy a agarrar una escena, ¿quieres una?
No, I'm good. De que haya traicionado a Jesús, güey. Ese güey era pinche Judas. Por eso que ese güey era Judas, güey. Y de ahí se ha tenido su following, güey. Y cada vez que algo pasa malo es él, güey. Like, create a backstory to him. I don't know the whole story of that Dracula in Castlevania, güey. So no te sabría decir, pero tampoco no. Pero pues él es el main character, ¿no, güey? De la movie o del anime. ¿Qué fue, güey?
Parece pinche horno que dentro, güey. En comparación con el otro.
Vaya, está congelando.
No, está fresco, pero. Aquí entrando se siente el bochornazo por las luces.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, no.
Castlevania. I think I've seen maybe
It's a video
2
game.
episodes. Yeah, it's an anime, ¿no?
And it's a video game. Pero sí, pero no te sabría decir que no sé tanto de ese Dracula, güey, que no te sabría decir like, if I like him or not.
Yeah.
Pero sí, hasta ahorita yo no me he topado con un pinche vampire, güey.
Pues el de. ¿No? El Demon Slayer también es vampire.
No lo he visto.
No. ¿Con quién andaba hablando que me había dicho que Demon Slayer? I
Pero
think it was my niece or something.
Pero sí, güey, no, yo no me he topado con un vampiro, güey, que yo diga, este güey es malo, güey. Ay, pero ya ves, güey, como aquí, este güey le hicieron algo malo para él hacerse el malo, güey. No, un güey que sea malo de naturaleza, güey. Ay, no, pues si me matan a mi esposa, güey, que me está tratando de ayudar.
Sí, pues no mames.
Sí, va a
¿por
valer
qué no?
verga. Pero sí, un güey que sea malo nomás porque él quiso ser malo de naturaleza. Ándale, que sea el hijo del diablo, ándale, más o menos. Like, que no, por eso, güey, pero like he tried to change for her, or they tried to help him change, or his wife tried to help him change. Y luego le matan a la wife, güey, se va a volver a convertir en malo, güey. Ahora por una razón, güey. Ahora tiene una razón por la cual ser malo. So, si desde un principio hubiera sido malo y no le hubiera matado a su wife, pues tuviera, like, es a lo que voy, güey. Like, tuvo ese cambio para tratar de ser bueno y luego le volvieron a matar a su esposa, pobrecito, güey. No, no sé, tanto, pobrecito, ¿verdad? Porque, pues, es una esposa.
Mm.
Pero sí, desde de pie a pa, güey, que siempre ha sido malo.
Yeah.
Nomás por ser ojete, güey. Yo quisiera ver una película de una persona que es mala, güey. Like, y que al último esa persona sea la que gane.
La que gane.
Yeah.
Well, the Zodiac, güey. Zodiac Killer.
Nah, pues sí, güey, pero at the end, no es como que si él ganó, like...
Ganó porque se escapó and he kept taunting everybody.
Look, but how many... Okay, so you don't think that the Zodiac at the end, it was not only him, güey? Like, it was just copycats?
I think,
Like, I believe the beginning is him.
yeah, like the first killing spree was him, and then like
After that was just
yeah, like
copycat.
after
So,
10 years or something had passed
Yeah.
by, then
like, cuando... Pero yo no creo... ¿Sí me entiendes?
yeah,
Like, por eso te digo, like...
it was just like hardcore studied copycats. But I don't know. I mean, still the encrypted messages that he would leave were still as undecipherable as the original Zodiac Killer. You know what I mean? Like his level of cryptology was still a little bit more advanced for his time. So it still had to be like a very intelligent individual, but with ill intentions.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. But
Because we wouldn't know what drove him to do it.
yeah, because we still don't have anything. Oh, Infinity War, Thanos won at that one.
Yeah, pero Thanos nomás quería... Like, ese güey no
Well,
era
he
tan
wanted
mal.
to bring back balance.
Yeah.
He wanted to bring back balance to the universe.
Yeah, y como tenía una...
Yeah, he had like an actual, like a genuine.
Y lo entiendo, güey, porque hay tanta gente pendeja en este mundo. I'm looking at you, pero no te estoy diciendo a ti, güey. Me pasé, ver. No, güey, es que te estaba viendo porque te estaba poniendo atención, güey. Pero es que sí hay gente pendeja.
No, sí,
güey.
ya sé. Créeme, sí lo sé.
I really dig the ending, güey. Of the fight. Like the fucking... Le tiró los pinches de estos que te coagula la sangre. Este güey se infla, explota, güey. El último se lo manda aquí en mero medio. Explota, le dice a la girl, hey, let's get out of here, porque sobrevive la girl. They climb up, and then she's like, hey, like, this could, like, I have the cure, but this could mean that you're not gonna, because he's like, if you really want to help, like, help me create a better serum, a stronger serum.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. And then we get the prelogue of Blade 2, which is Moscow.
Yeah.
In an alternate universe, there wouldn't have been a prelogue, and there would have been Morbius on a big ass building somewhere else.
Yeah. And I saw it earlier.
Yeah. So that is out there, guys. There is a Morbius scene. Bueno, no salgo en la pinche cámara. I'm all the way leaning back. There is a Morbius scene, my mom, man. There is a Morbius scene from this movie. And it's the end.
O a la próxima, güey, en vez de tener la mesa así, lo volteamos.
Nah. It has to be like this.
Quieres tener todo
Yeah.
el show.
The CGI from this movie, we like a 4-5. Now, for its time, it was a lot better than fucking face-offs, fireworks and shit. No, pero como un 4-5, güey, for now. Like, si había como las flames, cuando se está quemando el güey en la playa, si están de la baby, güey.
Yeah, that's it.
La mano del güey, like, cuando there's a part at the end that, like, it
Donde
gets,
está
all the blood comes back
regenerating.
together. Yeah. That one's also looks pretty bad, way. It didn't look as bad as Spawn's cape in the movie,
Yeah,
pero
that would
it's
be a good
pero
analogy to it.
it's still not top
Yeah, it's
notch.
still not top notch.
Yeah,
I think I'd give it the same rating for as far as CGI.
like como un 4 or 5, way. Not too. It doesn't take anything away from the movie though.
Yeah. And especially at that time, like I said, we didn't have monitors that would show the image as clearly as it does now, so we can definitely tell the difference. But back then, it looked damn near okay.
From here, any pros and cons of the movie, way? So I have 2 pros and I have 2 cons. The 2 cons are and would be the story of the nurse and her ex. I really need that, and the portrayal of Blade's mom. Like I didn't. The one for the girl and the ex, like I didn't need it in the movie. Like it was like there was no emotions towards that, and then the mom, she felt like if she was out of this movie, like if they took her from another like movie and put her in there,
dropped her in it.
yeah, it didn't.
Yeah. Well, for me, con wise, I will agree with you as far as the mother, even before having tonight's discussion, because that to me was just a little bit too freaking weird for me. And I don't really think I have anything else that would have been a con except for the fact that like when he throws her and dislocates her shoulder and just so randomly happens to fucking hit that cushion pieces of trash. That's the only part where it's like, this is mama. But I mean, I get it. It goes on with the storyline for her to become the night nurse.
Well, the nurse. Well, because we don't know what she is.
Yeah, we don't know what she is, but basically. Other than that, I didn't really see any cons other than the fact that it fucking lasts forever. I'm sorry, bro.
No,
I'm not trying to play footsie. But yeah, those were the only two.
You thought it lasted long? Yeah, se te hizo larga la-
Fucker, it's 2 hours. We were used to freaking 90 minutes.
Dude, we just watched Lord of the Rings.
Well, yes, but that one was long as fudge too. Like
That was 3 hours.
Por eso te digo, like no, like even with something that I enjoyed, like The Irishman, I think it was,
fuck that.
the new one with De Niro and Pacino and Pesci. Even with that one, like I enjoyed it, but it's just something about sitting there watching it forever makes somewhat of a difference compared to binge watching a series.
I know he didn't say The Irishman.
What's wrong with The Irishman, Grams? I like The Irishman. You guys aren't Mafia fans? You guys aren't Mafia movie buffs?
I don't like all of them, but I do like good ones.
Yeah, man. I like most of them.
Irishman was.
No, you didn't like it? Wow. Wasn't it Scorsese that did it?
It could have been fucking Del Toro who did it. Wait, that movie was not good.
Major snooze fest. Oh, jeez. And you guys watch? See, this is the part where I disagree with you.
Oh, no. No. It's more than.
No, I get it.
No, no,
Like
no, no, no,
everyone's
wait.
got different tastes.
No, yeah, it's not that you're right or
Yeah.
that I'm right.
Yeah.
It's just cada quien tiene sus preferencias. Es como la comedia, güey.
Yeah.
Like everybody has their preference of what's gonna make them laugh and what's not.
Yeah. Some people like dark humor. Some people
Yeah,
like dry humor.
so it's the same thing with movies. Like
Yeah.
everything is to your personal liking.
Yeah.
Pero hay niveles, güey. Tampoco no mames. What was the runtime on The Usual Suspects, güey?
Just a bit over 2 hours, no? I want to say, or just under.
No, it's an hour 45.
Yeah, just under.
Man,
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, think about it. Back in the days, long movies were 90 minutes.
Face Off was 2 hours and 13 minutes that I'm never gonna fucking get back in my life.
Oh, I still love
oh, wait,
that you can't let Face Off go.
Fuck no.
And I'm telling you, like, I recalled that one.
Uncut Gems.
Irishman.
Uncut Gems, like
Uncut
by
Gems was
what?
one of the worst freaking movies from Adam Sandler.
That is not fucking true.
Yeah, it is fucking totally true.
That is not true.
Yes.
No. What is
That is not his lane. That's not his strong suit.
But he didn't do bad with
He
it.
didn't do bad. He didn't do bad, but it was
He did a lot better than Jim Carrey did on 23.
23 was the one with the
numbers in the book. Wait, what?
When he's a dog catcher and he gets bitten by the dog and he starts going all crazy with the numbers.
Okay.
No, I disagree. I think Jim Carrey did a better job with 23 than Adam Sandler did with Uncut Gems.
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Adam Sandler, he's got some major hits and he does definitely have freaking major flops as well. But like I said, it goes into every person's individual likings.
I'm trying to find one way that you probably haven't watched, or maybe you have. Oh, fuck. Punch Drunk Love by Adam Sandler. Watch that fucking movie
Punch Drunk Love
by Adam Sandler.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Your co-host just lost 25 points for defending the Irishman. Yeah, and he's getting fired, but don't tell him. Yeah, Punch Drunk Love. Wait, watch Punch Drunk
I'll
Love.
check
Wait,
it out.
that fucking Jim Carrey. It was a lot better in Uncut Gems than the script for The Irishman and the runtime for The Irishman and anything that has to do with The Irishman. So that pros for it was how much this movie actually impacted the culture of comics for Blade. That this is actually now canon, other than Blade's original storyline. And then 2, Wesley Snipes as Blade will always be like once you compare
It's iconic.
any other superhero like that, any black actor as a superhero way, the standard is Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. Pros for me, I'll agree with you with the whole Wesley Snipes being that. To me, it was very big having a minority being portrayed as the actual superhero, even though it wasn't a Mexican or a Latino. It was very big, I believe, for minorities being able to see someone other than a white person being portrayed as the superhero, like Captain America. Captain America's white. You got Thor.
Thor's not white.
Huh?
Thor's not white.
Well, no, but he's Norwegian. Or
He's
you
a
know,
god.
huh?
He's a semi-god.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Thor's not white. Thor's green. I mean, Hulk is green.
Bruce Banner starts off as a white
She's Russian.
scientist.
She's Russian.
Well, yeah, I know, fucker.
Vision is not white.
And see, like, he would be.
He's not white.
Yeah, I know, but he's a Celtic
Norse.
god.
He's a Norse.
Huh?
He's from Norse mythology.
Well, that's why Celtic god Norse, so as in Vikings. His dad's fucking.
In Expendables 3, no lo vi, güey. I didn't watch. I stopped watching Expendables. Yeah, Expendables.
Oh,
Expendables.
Expendables.
Yeah.
Who? Oh,
Wesley
Snipes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, all of them. Heck, Van Damme didn't do such a bad job. Jet Li didn't do such a bad job. Stallone and Schwarzenegger were a little bit slower. The dude that the Russian astrophysicist, what's his name? Dude that played the Russian dude that
The boxer.
that boxed Rocky.
I don't know his name, but yeah.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, I will forever. He will for always amaze me as a human being, simply because of the fact that I only recognized him as that actor that played that boxer, but later on found out he's an actual, like, he's more of a fucking scientist than Bill Nye the Science Guy that we all fucking seen when we were younger. Like,
I don't know who that is.
you don't know who Bill Nye the Science Guy.
No, actually, the first time that I ran into him was in Big Bang Theory.
What? Okay, maybe I was just a little too interested. Maybe I was the nerd when I was younger. I don't know. I really did enjoy science.
No, I stopped at the first Expendables. But other than that, what are we having next week?
Oh, next week. I do not know. While you look that up, but hold on. We forgot to give that.
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
And before we actually end tonight's show, we would like to go ahead and give a thanks and special shout out to our third sponsor, OG Barber 956. He does a great job cutting your hair. Matter of fact, I don't know if you guys have spotted me out tonight. I just got recently cut, looking nice and fresh for you guys, getting ready for work tomorrow. Does everything, tapers, fades. He shaves you. He's got hot towel, facials. He's got if you're very self-conscious, he does do like the eyebrows and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure he does what do they call it when they dye your hair. He does all of that. Yes, definitely, Grims. He does give you a VIP treatment. Anybody who has gone to him will tell you otherwise. I mean, we'll tell you it's
We'll
true.
tell you otherwise.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was completely misused with my words. But yes, definitely does everything you can possibly go for. He does specialize at the moment on men's and gentlemen's haircuts. But the thing is, he can cut ladies' hairs as well. Does know he did go through his whole training and everything. But shout out to him. Thank you very much. And you guys can go ahead and reach him out. Phone number 956-878-5289. You can also see him under Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I'm not sure if he's got a Snapchat yet. And just in case you guys didn't know, he did actually just move to a new location. He's actually got his own shop now. He is not working under anybody. So when you go, you can know you're going to get treated by him. You're going to get your hair cut by him. No one else is going to be able to take his spot. He does do appointments. And if you are on a busy schedule and you really can't make it out to where he's at, he also does house calls. So as long as you go ahead and contact him, make an appointment, he will actually go out there to you. for an extra fee, I believe. But other than that, thank you once again to OG Barber 956. Did we get what movie we're talking about?
We are gonna talk
Tomorrow.
about best of the best, guys.
Best to the best.
It is free on Philo, Philo, but you need to start a free trial. I don't know if you guys want to do that. If not, we can watch it on Prime as a watch along. I think they already added on the browser. And I'll get it next Wednesday, so you can watch it on next Wednesday, late at night.
Are we
But
doing this on Discord or just Amazon Prime and just doing it as a?
I go on Discord and then I send the browser link and then yeah, best of the best. I don't think it's on Netflix anymore.
That's the the drummer one, right?
No. Oh no, Whiplash is actually now on HBO Max. But
Oh, I gotta get HBO Max, man. I know. What was it? The Mother of Dragons just started again. Did you ever watch GOT? Game of Thrones?
no.
That is a fucking awesome.
If not, I'll get it on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then,
you can rent it on YouTube
yeah.
as well?
and then we can watch it there. Yeah, Whiplash is fucking awesome. I love that fucking movie. That's gonna be week 14 for sure, for sure.
Grims just said you can do a watch party here on Twitch.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I can do that.
Mm-hmm. So if you
I
guys
don't
wanna
know.
go ahead and join, I don't know. You want to send something out or set a specific date?
Would have to be Wednesday of next week.
So the day right before the podcast.
Yeah. So everybody can have it fresh in their minds.
Yeah. And then around what time would you be wanting to do that, just in case? Because I'm pretty sure most of us work.
What?
Like around what time would you like to do that podcast? I guess to watch Best of the Best.
No, well, we just watch it. I'll send out the link or whatever, so everybody can watch, and then we can, or if I get it on YouTube, like everybody has YouTube, and then I just
For them.
I just turn on Twitch, and then we'll whoever has it watches it.
Yeah.
If not, we'll talk about it during the thing.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Oh, and next week we are having a giveaway. We're having.
Oh yeah, next week it'll be any of those 3 cups, and that'll be the giveaway.
Oh, are we gonna let them choose?
Yeah, you get to choose.
All
one of the 3
right.
cups.
So winner chicken dinner. You will actually have the chance of getting. I know it's Dragon Ball Z. Can you refresh my memory on what anime this is?
Oh, no, mira ahí, güey.
And this other one, I don't know, but I'm not a very big anime watcher, but they are pretty awesome, guys. To be honest with you, I've seen a lot of cups that have been made, and you know what, Mitos Creations cups are far by none one of the best cups that I have seen. So that will be a raffle off next week on Thursday, and like Chino said, as long as we get 15 subscribers, we will be able to
We are gonna do the giveaway.
yeah, we are gonna do a giveaway.
Ay, tarde. Voltealo, güey.
Well, see, it's because it says like it's been made on my
Yeah.
on the phone. I want to make sure the like it doesn't have a glare. There's that one. as soon as well. I think Grim said
Yes, sir.
said something about it. Yeah, I only knows that Dino sir. Very awesome quality, guys. You got little comic strips on them, and then of course some of the main characters on there. But yes, once again, guys, go ahead and join us after the 15 subs. The giveaway will be for
Yeah, she can make it for you. Like if you want one of the Spy Family, just let me know and she can make it for you. Like if you want that one as the giveaway, if you win, it'll take about 30 days so you can get it. Just because I don't know how backed up she is, so I don't want to tell you, oh, it'll be ready in 2 weeks. But we can have that for you. That's not a problem.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing Spy Family is another.
Yeah,
popular
it's a
anime?
badass. I'm watching it right now.
Oh,
Well, not right now. But yeah, I'm watching it.
It's a cheater.
No, senor.
No, but yeah, after the 15 subscribers, it's the Xbox.
Yeah, it's the Xbox Series S.
S series or Series S. So please once again, join us in a Yudi. Like we said, yes, as long as you guys do give us 30 days and we can make it possible.
Yep, and we'll ship it out to you guys, and we'll give
Yeah.
you your tracking number. But we'll go ahead and do that. Don't forget, guys. Next week is best of the best. If you do want to get together, don't forget to follow us on our Discord. It is Society of Villains. Just download Discord.
Is it
No.
S.o.V.
Hey, 15 new subs, and we can get it.
Yeah.
Now, anybody who subbed is in it.
Yeah.
But anybody who has subbed or is subbed, we'll get it. But it was starting like from last month. I think we're up to 6 right now. So we need 9 more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you don't have to resub if you don't want to. As long as you subbed once, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get it. Algo estaba. ¿En qué estaba? ¿Qué te iba a decir? Oh yeah, best of the best. Don't forget to follow us on Discord so like that we can send out all the info for the watch along and for the
I was gonna say
movies.
Is it Society of Villains spelled out or S.o.V. underscore
No,
quick?
right? It's everything spelled out. Society of Villains.
no spaces.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And like I said, if you subbed once, that's it. That's more than enough. You'll be at it. But is as 15 new subs starting. Y no lo tengo, güey. Pero sí. Sería eso. Pero de ahí para allá, guys, muchas gracias a todos los que estuvieron con nosotros, a los poquitos, a los muchos, a los que hayan sido. Se les agradece. If anything else, guys, let us know. Guys, todavía para la siguiente season, si quieren que veamos una película, let us know. The last day that we'll on week 15, that's when we're gonna have all the movie. That's by then I want to have the list of the new season. Porque nos quedan 6 semanas, güey. Aquí estamos, September. What week is this? A la verga, güey, se va a acabar el año.
Excuse me.
Hold on, guys. Don't go anywhere. So nos got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Add an
5,
extra week
6.
to it.
What?
Oh no.
So we should finish October 28th, güey, si todo sale bien.
Oh, wait, no. Then it's gonna be October 21st when we do the Nightmare Before Christmas.
I do like that movie.
Yes.
El Crimen del Padre Amaro.
Oh, Crimen de Parma.
So, I want to do this. I want to finish off on the 28th. Then I want to take November off, guys, just because of the holidays. Porque sale el 24th, guy, in Thanksgiving. Oh, wait. Is it the 3rd?
What Lies Beneath is a good one too.
What?
What Lies Beneath?
Yeah, so we'll do this.
We could just skip that week.
What?
We could just skip that week for
What week?
For November, Thanksgiving.
But I want to. So
You want to take the whole month?
Because if we do two, it's because este es el pedo, güey. Actually, no es el pedo. Yeah, we can start on 10th. We can start on November 10th because November 3rd is my birthday and it's on a Thursday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know we're gonna definitely need that day off.
Nah, we can do it, but it's because that won't give us any time off. We'll go season 1, season 2 back to back.
Yeah.
And I at least want to give you like a week or two so you can.
The new God of War is in November.
The
Wait,
game.
the video game or the actual movie? Did they make a movie?
I don't think they made a movie.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
So yeah, we'll do November 10th.
Okay. Game. Okay.
And that'll give us time to set up also if we want to do another show for Sundays.
Okay. Yeah. I can definitely look into it. As of now, I am working Sundays, but like I said, I usually get out anywhere from, depending on my route, it's anywhere from 6 p.m. to
I wanna
8.
bring back the other side, which is where I talked about serial killers and shit like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. By all means, we can definitely do that. That is an interesting topic for me. I do like that.
Bueno, vamos a hacer esto, guys. Para que no digan that I won't take you guys into consideration. Just kidding. Just because I really do want to do this. Right now, anything that I am watching The Big Bang Theory for like the 7th time. And I am watching Spy Family. I just finished watching Peaky Blinders.
How'd you like that?
Yeah, I fucking loved it.
Yes, I did love that show.
So there's 2 things that we can do. Pues ya aquí estamos todos, ¿verdad? Okay, so yeah, I wanna keep on doing this, and then I wanna do on the other side. So that could be it.
Yeah, we can definitely do some.
I'm trying to get my schedule changed too, so I can have 2 days off together. So if I have Wednesday and Thursday, pues we can do Wednesday and Thursday.
Do Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, because right now at the moment I do have Wednesday and Thursday off. It's just that I do go to work Friday, and if we're gonna be partaking, I just got to take it a little bit easier. Because I am driving. It's not like I'm just sitting behind the desk. Yeah, we'll just see what happens in the future, and if not, I can definitely get with my bosses, see if I can get something moved around.
Yeah, no, but send me the movies that you guys want us to watch, and then we will have that list on October 27th is the last week. So on October 27th, while we're giving the list, while we are doing our top 10, because each one of us is going to have a different top 10, we'll put out the list for next week, for next season. And then we'll start off from there. And remember, guys, week 1 is a giveaway, week 5 is a giveaway, week 10 is a giveaway, and then week 15. So other than that, guys, if you do guys want us to watch a certain movie, or if you want your movie to be put on here, just let us know, and then we're gonna draft 15 movies, and then that's how we'll go. If we have 15, if not, we'll add other movies that we want to watch, or that we want somebody else to watch. But other than that, guys, is there anything else that I can do for? No estoy trabajando. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching us. I know it was a pretty long episode. The movie was fucking pretty long too. But I really appreciate you guys. You guys have an awesome week. And if you drive, don't drink. And if you drink, pues don't drive. Other than that, peace out, guys. Have a good one.
Love you.
No. El de arriba.